Boom. Deck 1, Deck 2. You get me? We're here. Episode 6. We're in the building, man. Fats, what I
What's happening? We're here, innit?
There.
Another week. Some more guests, some more topics.
Yeah. So
last week was nice.
Yeah, big up the R&B crew. Yeah, let me. Last week was nice.
Get me.
Let me send out this.
And big up everyone that's showing love, man. We're getting a lot of messages.
Listen, big up all of the up and coming DJs that are finding our topics very interesting
and helpful as well, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean, so we got everyone that's looking in, everyone that's subscribed so far.
Trust me,
followed so far.
Man.
Even if you just liked one of the episodes, or you know what I'm saying, but
yeah, I would say, go back and check them all. You know what I mean, and like, subscribe, and share. And big up all of the non-DJs that are listening, you know, just to get an idea about how the business is run and how, like, you know, we do our thing or why we do our thing. So, yeah, it's a good look, man. So, big up Deck 1 over there. You get me?
Deck 1, mate.
Deck 1, mate. All right, so, yeah, what you got in store? What we thinking about for this one?
So, this week we got some, I don't know if some DJs that have emerged from the scene that is called the uni scene.
The uni scene.
So they might not be in it now. They might be in. Some of them are in it now. Kind of dabble. Might go back here, back and forth. But it's a scene in itself, innit? And it's often spoke about. So you want to get a bit of an insight into that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of DJs, maybe older ones that never really went into that scene, never really heard about it. Yourself, you don't have a clue really what it is, you know what I mean? So, but
I don't have a clue about that scene. I don't have a clue, and it's nice to have an understanding, because I've got a lot of questions. For those who just logging on and don't really understand, like, there's so many different scenes, and what we mean by scenes is that there's a set of, so like there'll be a set of clubs or a set of demographic, and they'll be using the same DJs for that demographic. Just because we're DJs doesn't mean we transcend from different scene to different scene. So you might have your local pub DJ. He won't be in the clubs that I play in, and I'm definitely not going to be in the pub. Do you get what I'm saying?
How do you know? You might be in the pub.
One day. I've been there before. Yeah, like, and that's it. So you'll have, like, as we said, the uni scene, and that's a set of DJs. And, you know, you got the South London scene, you got the West End scene, you've got the city scene, you've got the you know, like the
Afro beats, and you got genre scenes.
Yeah, you got genres. Yeah, there's so many different scenes. There's so many different scenes. So we can have a little conversation about crossing over from scene to scene and being recognized in more than one scene. That's really interesting. And that is a challenge in itself, you know, to not be, you know, once you get locked in a scene, yeah, it's difficult to get out, bro. You know what I mean? So we can talk about that. Let me add them. See what we got in store. This one.
Cool. We got a nice little lineup.
Yeah, man. It's interesting because I don't actually know any of the man them, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know any of them. And I'm going to be real. Other than one of them, I've never heard of any of them. Okay. So that alone is interesting for me, because it's nice to meet people with a complete different journey and understand how they got into the business, why they got into the business. Do you get what I'm saying? Because for me, it's I know my scene very well, innit? And I know, like the other day I was saying, I sent a message out to my DJs, colleagues and friends. Bro, I got like 200 DJs numbers, bro. And and I don't have everyone's numbers. That means I know enough DJs, bro. Enough. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm very active. Like, I'm very active. And I make it known that I'll go and big up the DJ and introduce myself, because we're all colleagues. That's how I look at things. All right, we got guest number one. Who we got rolling in? Hold on, let's have a look. Who we got rolling in? Guest number 1, episode 6. Hey, the man himself, you know, Mr. Semo's in the building.
Yo.
What's good?
What's happening?
There,
I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. I got you.
Boom. So, DJ Semo's in the building. I remember earlier on, I was just explaining that I don't know the DJs that are going to be joining us this week, but you are the only one I've heard of. I think we've been on a lineup once or twice in the past. So
Yeah.
to finally meet you and see you and have a conversation with you. You get me?
Yeah, nice to meet you as well, bro.
Yeah, man. Welcome. This is Deck 1, Deck 2 podcast. You know, we talk about...
Thank you for having me.
Come on.
I'm going to be sipping this throughout because I just broke my fast, which is why I'm a little bit late. So
it's all good, bro.
You hear me glugging in the background, I apologize.
It's all good. So yeah, and we've invited, so yeah, give you a quick rundown of what it is. Deck 1, Deck 2, myself and Fats. We actually was thinking about doing this from last year. And you know, with procrastinations and stuff, we just took a while.
Yeah.
We got it set from about February, and then bam, you know, this lockdown thing started. So it's kind of a blessing in a disguise, because now the idea was for us to have one DJ guest every week, but now because we're using Zoom, we can have multiple DJs on the platform, and we can talk about different topics. You know what I mean? So
I think it's a dope pod, man. It's a great idea. I think DJ Double did something a little bit similar, but he didn't really embrace the full scene. So I like what you guys are doing, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, we're transcending from different scenes, different DJs I don't know, DJs, old DJs, young DJs. We're just trying to get, because we all share the same passion, we all share the same struggles. You get what I'm saying? And it would be nice to help some up and coming DJs with some information. And it's just a good look. So you get me? Appreciate it. All right, so we got a next one coming in now.
Who's that making a slow entry, boy?
You know, one of them ones there.
Man, sliding in through the fire exit.
His brethren then bust the back door. You get me? It's either that or it's a dial-up situation, and someone's on the phone.
2G thing.
2G thing. So yeah, we've got one more rolling in now. Yeah, so while we're waiting, Semo, why don't you give us a little bit of a introduction to who you are and what you do?
So yeah, my name is Semo. Probably best known for running a brand called Ice Cream, based in West London. Run various different projects. It's kind of like an umbrella company. We got an office in Uxbridge. We've been operating for 13 years. Just celebrated our 10-year anniversary in London last year. I'm Mo Stack's official DJ, so I tour with Mo Stack. I'm a producer, and what else? Yeah, I think that's kind of everything. Yeah, content creator.
That's quite a lot under that. That's quite a lot there, boy.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a
I'm
good
a busy guy.
I've heard of the ice cream brand still.
Sick.
Yes, I've heard of that. And obviously, you know, Mo Stack is one of the. He's probably like. He's not. For me, he's definitely like top tier. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't get caught up in none of the foolishness, so he always cuts through. You get me? So
Mo's a serious artist, man. Yeah, he's got a lot of character in his music.
Love that. All right, cool. Who we got rolling in right there?
Yo,
what's happening?
Well, comfy though.
Yeah,
looks like he's under the court in that.
Well, comfy.
Yeah, trust me. I had to get prepped. Oh, the towel thing.
Don't watch that. Don't watch that. I'm sitting close, so I'm hiding things. You know, like that. So
I'm trying to add the ambience.
Things.
Yeah, home vibes.
Love that. So welcome yourself. What's your name and what's where you come from, and tell me a bit about yourself.
What's good, people? My name's Ray, aka Ray Playhouse. DJ, host, event organizer. Live for the party. Yeah, man. Just been doing this for a long time.
Is that your tagline, yeah?
No, do you know what is it? I don't have like a generic tagline. It's a trending. So whatever's trending in this moment of time, that's what I go with.
So what's popping for you now? I saw something on your Insta.
Right now we've got voice of the party. Yeah. Before I had the original thing is that nobody plays better.
Okay.
So that's been the original branding. Nobody plays better. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to collect all the wages and all the P's and hopefully run Fats out of business.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a fool, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know
what's the sound about, bro?
I go by the heartbeat at the party. So when I saw your thing, I'm like, okay, that's a bit close, but You get me?
Were you trying to do the copyright thing situation?
I want a copyright thing, but it's good. You get me?
Orientation?
No, switch it back.
You gotta switch it back, bro.
I'm saying that.
That's some lie down thing. We're not.
No, you know, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. This one might have to remove the towel thing. It's too much.
Man said it like they haven't already started watching it and seeing that the towel's there, bro.
You got next one. Yeah, ain't nothing.
Boy.
Yeah, mine. It's all natural vibes out here. That's what we like.
Love that.
Brother, another towel.
Brother. Yeah, so that's a bit about Ray. Big up to all the gentlemen in here. Some legends.
Yeah, respect, man.
Respect, my bro.
Yeah, I don't know who that Semo is, but big up yourself.
Semo.
Oh, Semo, my bad, man. My bad. It's like tomato and tomato.
Happens all the time, yeah. Come on, bro.
All right, so we've got a couple more. We're gonna try and give them a couple minutes to add themselves in, and we give them a couple minutes to add themselves in. But yeah, it's good to meet you all. As I was saying earlier, it's a bit mad because I've never come across, been in this game for a very, very long time, and to never come across some man or never be on the same bill, never hear man's name, even though they're putting in the work. It just shows how big, like, what we do is and how many different scenes there are. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
Sometimes people get a bit offended when you've never heard of them. Like, but it's nothing to be offended by. Like, you know what I mean? You're doing your thing in your own lane, and we're just on different roads. You get me? But
it's a bit them people. There's a bit childish, man. But
so it's an ego. That's an ego.
Oh, definitely ego thing. Man, say, what, you ain't heard of me, blood?
Nah, it's never that deep, man.
All right.
Somebody somewhere in the world don't know about
Do-rag king, boy.
So,
yeah.
Yeah,
Mr. Do-rag, what's happening?
Oh, look, he's
man's doing luggage. Some man are doing towels. Some man are doing luggage. All sorts of
Raw Midz. Raw.
Now, I wanted to get out the background, innit?
Nah, you need the Nigerian thing. I told you, look, I'm not the only person trying to sort out the ambience.
I don't do the camera check, bro. You have to do the camera check.
Them man are doing it late. You know, like them ones there.
You know what it was? God knows that I did my camera check. I thought, nah, it's going to be calm the way it might come out nice. Bro, I'm looking at this little thing now. I see the yellow. Nah, wrong.
You got the yellow towel. You know the towel that you don't know where you bought it from. You don't even know
it's wrong. It's wrong. It's my thing as well. Just wrong. Nah.
All right, cool. So we got Super Midz in the building. Welcome, bro.
You not saying, man? What are you saying? You good?
Yeah, man. So give us a little bit of rundown on who you are and where you play or what scene you're in, or just give us some info about yourself.
All right, cool. Yeah, go by the name Super Midz. Mostly play in London. Obviously, when I was in uni, I was playing up in Canterbury, Leicester, Birmingham, Coventry, the Spate, Midlands, and Manchester. I'm the official DJ for Afro B. Yeah, Afro Wave to the world and that. That's quickly about me, yeah.
Good. Welcome. There's one more, but he seems to be on a bit of a joke thing. These fashion DJs, you know, like the roll up late in that velvet suits.
The most one of the famous ones.
Yeah. Rolling up late.
We're waiting on one of the famous ones. It's understandable.
No, like that. It's all good. All right, let's just kick it off, and when he jumps in,
Yeah.
So obviously since the lockdown, you know, there's been a lot of DJs online, which is really good in some respects because it's getting people to start meeting new DJs, and you know, like we're starting to transcend from different audiences. Like, as I said, I've never heard of you guys, but then seeing you on lives and stuff is kind of introducing me to you as well as, you know, you to me and so on and so forth. So I was chatting to Fats, and Fats, I was like, "Raw, who's this Super Midz brother? Like running off his mouth, like it wasn't even Super Midz, the other brother. It's the Ray Playhouse brother. That's the first guy.
Oh yeah. Ray was first.
He was having a chat and he's like, any DJ in here, rare. And I'm like, yeah, hold on a second. Any DJ, who does you talking to? But obviously, it clicked to me like, raw. I don't know him. He don't know me. Like, where's he play? What's he do? So I started asking facts about the information that are. So then the whole uni thing come up. Now, I didn't go uni. I didn't go uni. I think I played in the uni, but that was 2 years ago. I'm a grown-ass man, so I wouldn't call myself a uni DJ. So I wanted to understand, what is a uni DJ? What is it? It doesn't make sense to me at the moment.
To be honest, yeah. Well, Midz, you wanna shoot or?
No, you go. He's asking you, innit? Yeah, you go on.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm gonna be so honest. Yeah, I kind of find that this term is a little bit, has become a little bit offensive in a way.
Okay.
You understand? In my opinion, innit? Like, there should be just a DJ. Do you understand? If you're a DJ, you're a DJ, and it's becoming a thing where if a brother wants to go and get education, suddenly he's not rated as a proper DJ because he's got education and he plays some music. So suddenly my DJing and your DJing, suddenly there's a difference because I'm learning something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This terminology, it's like this little thing going on right now with this class. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's become a thing because, you know, people are trying to identify the fact that, you know, certain guys might jump into, they might, okay, so the generically people will say, oh, it's a DJ that's basically started their career while they were in university and they just DJ for that particular demographic. So that's how people might genuinely see it. A DJ that starts his career while he's, you know, studying economics or arts and design or, you know, midwife, whatever they want to do. And they end up being a DJ along the way. And yeah, that's what it is. But to Ray, it's a bit of a mockery, that term.
Well, them man there, you know.
Because a man might say Ray's a uni host, and I'm gonna have to get upset.
So wait, but hold on. Are you talking about big up Jukes, by the way? Welcome.
Big up Jukes.
The man, you know the man that was rolling late, lying down.
Hey!
Rolling late, sleeping.
Nah, but Jukes, sort out the lighting, bro. Come on, man.
The lighting.
Your boy in it, man.
Man is looking like he's in
but
the dark.
Getting back to Ray, yeah. So what you're saying, yeah, is that how you feel now, or is that how you've always felt?
I mean, that's how I've always felt. Like, my thing is pure. So the love I have for this business, DJ and host events, it comes from a pure place. I've been around for a long time. Like I said, this makes my 10th year.
Okay.
You know, it's shocking. You know, time flies by, so you don't even realize that you're clocking up the mileage. But I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And I just choose to work in a particular area because that's what puts peas in the bank.
But do you think you choose it, or do you think it's just where you have been put? So, like, based on what I'm saying, you see, like, the reason why there is a scene, like, not any DJ, just from down the road, is going to end up playing at your uni.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why you get boxed into a scene. And just like, so me, I'm South London. Like, when there's a big dance in South London, they're not booking you. They're going to book me. But they're not going to book me to come to your uni or to your, like, it's not going to happen. So I find that we get locked into scenes and it is just how it is. We got to, I agree that we're all just DJs and we should be looked upon like that. But
do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
In.
I think the different scenes book in different ways for different reasons. Remember, we all do this stuff for the customer. It's all about what your clientele wants. It's about, so let's just call it, for the sake of this conversation, the uni scene. It's all about what's in trend. That's really what it's all about. So if C6 was the guy that was in trend, or that's the guy that the girl them want to see, then that's who's getting booked. Do you understand? That's the principle that kind of system works on. Maybe not even so much on talent. Yeah. Maybe not so much even based on the talent. Sometimes, literally, that disgusting drug of clout is also a powerful factor in this scene that I work in. But it's same way in South London or in the London scene, wherever we want to call it. It's, you know, who's the main G. It might not even be the real G that plays the best. It might just be that really base brother that is fucking, excuse my language, that is getting all the girls. You know what I'm saying? So I think the uni scene is just a different kind of system in a way.
Okay. Do the rest of you agree with how he feels about the uni scene?
I definitely agree with that, because really and truly what you're saying is whoever carries the most influence within that kind of environment, and that's no different to any other DJ scene. That's no different to who's getting the bookings in Shoreditch, who's getting the bookings in Manchester, Birmingham, wherever you go. It's all about who's got the most pull, who's got the most clout, and who's going to bring people in. You know, more time you'll come into a Shoreditch dance, you might hear a DJ and think, "Wow, this DJ's sick." You might hear a DJ and think this DJ's whack, but they're still in a packed dance. Feel me? You might come into a uni scene and hear a DJ and they're just redlining. They don't even know how to mix properly. But they're the hottest guy. They're the hottest guy on the block. So they're bringing bare people there. Like, having them as a part of it is a big move to the promotion. You feel me?
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Midz?
I was going to say somewhat in the sense where with the uni scene one, the terminology uni scene, that usually that's used now because a lot of the time when man go to uni, they learn a certain style of DJing, they play a certain way, the tempo of songs are increased to a certain pitch or whatever. So when they come back to London and they start playing the way they've learned in uni and they realize the London crowd don't really understand that, the excuse that's given is, oh, he's from the uni scene kind of thing. And literally with other types of scenes, other types of scenes, especially in London, you've got to work your way to go into it. In the uni way, as long as you're a student and you say you're a DJ, you're automatically in the scene. You may not be the popular one, you may not be getting booked for the major raves and that, but let's say you're a DJ in Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton don't have the main DJs that attend their uni or the main ravers, and a lot of their venues are really expensive. So the promoter's going to book any DJ that's within Wolverhampton who's trying to build his name. And once you've got that one booking in your city, you can call yourself a uni DJ.
Okay.
I want to know, I just want to ask quickly, who decides who's in the uni scene? When the term uni DJ, how do you get that? Is that just because you've played at a uni rave, or?
No, I think it comes down to a large percentage of your bookings being in that scene. Like, I've explained this bare times. I don't really understand the negative part of it, innit? Because I see it as, I technically was a uni host at one point.
Right.
Some people in 2020 would class me as a uni host today because that's where I was in it. Like, I was way out of uni by the time I was getting bookings in that scene. But I just feel like let's just call it 80%. If 80% of your bookings are within that scene, if I'm on the M1 80% of the time for my bookings, I'm in that scene. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you think there's a personal classification, like what you consider yourself based on like the bookings you appreciate versus the bookings that you get? So if I was to call you a uni DJ today, that might be quite offensive, right?
Only because majority of my bookings are not in that scene.
Right.
If they were,
if my perception of you was that,
because
obviously I might not be at the same dances as you. I think that's where a misconception happens a lot.
Yeah, but that's like, I can just explain that to you, innit? I can say, boom, like my bookings are not in that field.
Yeah.
So now I'm booked more in whatever scene, or to be fair, I dabble in all different scenes. I can say that to you. But what I'm saying is, some people are saying, no, I'm not a uni. Like, I heard someone explaining, because there's been loads of lives, innit? I heard someone basically explaining that there is not a uni scene. A uni scene is basically like the promoter who goes to uni and does events in that scene here. But the DJ himself, if let's say I'm from London and I get 80% of my bookings in the uni scene, I'm not a uni DJ, I'm just getting bookings in that scene.
Yeah.
But I still think that you technically are. But he was saying, like, you're a uni DJ technically if you go to uni. But the uni scene is a scene.
Because they're ravers, they promote in the university, I take it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So can me, as a person who didn't go uni, could I go to them raves?
What do you mean? To attend?
Yeah.
You could actually.
It depends.
You could, but
Wait,
you look a bit out of place.
No, not now, you prick. But like when I was a youth, blood. When I was a youth.
Oh, like young, like when.
It depends. A lot of uni raves now are student only.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
but
that's
for
obviously.
Leicester, you could definitely go to a Leicester one.
Yeah, you can go Leicester or whatever, like a big rave.
Okay. I think I went to one or two. I think like I went to like Brunel or something years ago. When I was.
Where did you go?
Like Brunel when I was about.
That was probably Semo's rave.
Probably went to one of my raves.
Bro, I was 18, man. You was probably like 4. I'm old. Yeah.
I'm getting on, you know. I'm not young anymore, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's good. It makes me feel. Then. Oh yeah, I went to a party once in Brunel. They didn't let us in.
Why? Because you.
Yeah, Brunel's one of those unis where it can get on top very quickly. So for the last about 10 years, I'd say there's been very strict risk management rules in Brunel.
So wait, no one's addressed what the actual issue is being a DJ in the uni scene.
What's the issue?
It's not at all fun. Like
What's
it's not. No, the reality is that it's not fun.
Who said that?
Once you do, let's say you do, 90% of your bookings in that scene, 90%, I'll say, you tend to find that they become very, very repetitive. So I could go to a uni booking now and go, I know exactly what song's going to play now. I know exactly what song's going to make them jump. I know exactly when to pull out the song because it's going to be this and it's going to be that and it's going to be this. And they only want to hear a certain type of music. Yeah. Whereas when you go elsewhere, you can dab into different songs. But with the uni scene, you kind of, once you start playing those new songs, it's kind of like,
I agree. I agree to it. I agree to an extent because like one thing I love about going to East London to dances is that the variety and how the DJs mix their music is so creative. And in the uni scene or even in the West End scene, there's a certain style. If you guys have ever been to a West End venue, if you've ever been to, I don't know, whatever, there's a certain, like all the DJs will play very similar to each other. Same way, if I go to Shoreditch, the DJs, to me anyway, they play very similar to each other. If I go to a Northwest dance, the jugglers will juggle in a very similar way.
But that's what I was going to say. Don't you think that's the case in every scene? Like once once you're in a scene, you know what it is? I think what happens is when you like we was going to talk about transcending, innit? So when you transcend scene, so if I go to Shoreditch and then I go to a uni rave and then I go to a dancehall rave and I go to an Afrobeats rave, every time I go to these different places, obviously I'm getting a different type of rave, innit? And a different type of booking and a different style of music, if you know what I mean. So it just becomes monotonous when you go to the same thing. Yeah. Because it just becomes the same.
No, but my problem was the repetition of music. Like, they don't want to learn anything new.
I get you.
But you know what?
Do you know what? Wait, sorry.
No, you know what I think this is, because when you're in uni, unless you're a music person, you haven't got a lot of history. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we're like, so for now, like people in their late 20s, 30s, whatever, they've got so much history of music that you can entertain them a lot easier. You don't have to play the current stuff. But the younger your audience, the more current you have to be at all times. Because I don't feel like, because I was speaking to some youth the other day and he was like, like old school, like Chris Brown. And I'm like, wow, to me that's mad, isn't it? Because that's not
old school. Yeah.
We're dealing with the millennials right now, though. That's
not old school. Like, that's this generation, isn't it?
We're the older millennials, or what they call like Generation Z or something. I don't know. But like for us, when we was in uni, when the biggest dances was Roadblock and Uni Jam and all them kind of things there, new music, feel me? Like a man will cut, like if you have to relate it to the funky house scene as well. Like when the funky house scene was popping, the man then that really knew the tunes versus the head, shoulders, knees and toes shit, like we would lose our shit on the dance floor. You feel me? Before like the remixes and that.
So you're like a 08, 07 uni.
Yeah, we knew music. Like, get me?
You know the thing,
Drenched in sweat, Gunfinger, get me, like a Henny and Coke, and you knew every song. As it's gotten younger and younger each year, the music knowledge has kind of faded away a little piece. I'll take responsibility for that as well as a DJ that has played in that scene, because we don't release mixes that play like different shit. You'll hear bare uni mixes, and they'll just sound very similar.
Like the rave.
They're very similar, same tracks, and then the psychology for the DJ is for me to bust and get all these bookings like my man who they're aspiring to be like. They've got to play the songs that man's playing. They're not trying to be different. They're not trying to break a mold or anything. They're just trying to do it the same way.
Okay. Let me ask you guys a question, yeah? So, Olan, have you all been in the uni scene then? All four of you?
Yeah, I graduated from Brunel.
Yeah.
All right. So you all come out. So, because I think, yeah, when I come into the game as a youth, yeah, I couldn't get primetime shots. Like, no matter who, like, I couldn't. It was a straight warm-up thing, and all of the men them were older. So, like, I was just a youth. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I've worked that. Like, I did the warm-ups. So, when I started getting to that, I felt like I earned that. But obviously, being in a smaller scene or a uni scene with your peers and your age, like, some of you guys or some of your peers would be getting primetime slots on their third booking.
No.
I don't think that's true.
Not my generation.
Same way still.
As Olan, as Midz just said, the youth in
Wolves.
In Wolves, he's getting primetime set because
but that's Wolves. That's a smaller party, and your name's not gonna, even though you're getting the primetime set there, your name's not gonna hold weight in the overall scene.
Okay.
Which is the generic.
I'm not talking about the weight. What I'm talking about is how do you go from that and then transit into it? Because if you come and say, for example, you came into my scene, straight from uni, your expectation versus your reality will be different, because you're going to come in expecting to be doing what you were doing in uni, and we're going to say, as the elders, bruv, come in at 10. Just for example.
But you see with the Wolves thing, so basically every DJ has a mindset of, I want to be main, like wherever you go. If you're not going to in Leicester or Birmingham or Coventry, more so back then, every DJ had the mindset of, I want to have main stage in Leicester, or I want to have main stage in Birmingham, or I have main stage in Coventry, because the main raves were happening there. The Barfest, the Outchair, all those kind of raves that were happening there. Project X, all of them raves that were happening in the main Midlands. So I went to Canterbury. So even as a Canterbury DJ, I knew even though I'm shelling off in Canterbury, getting main stage in Canterbury, it didn't mean much to me, because amongst all the other DJs, amongst all the DJs that everyone's talking about, they're getting main stage in
the ones that matter.
Leicester.
Yeah, in Leicester. So and even if let's say the promoter decided to book Jukess when I was coming up, I could have been doing main stage hip hop last week. If they're booking Jukess is doing the hip hop this week in my own city, kind of thing. So So yeah, even though they're doing main stage in whatever city, it's still relative. Every DJ knows, unless I'm doing main stage Leicester or Birmingham or whatever, I'm not really killing it like that kind of thing.
Okay. So wait, Ray said that he disagrees with what I was saying.
Well, what I mean is the whole kind of thing about DJing and you know, getting the main time slot, how you get there, it's the same way. So that's not changed. That culture ain't changed. Like me, I've been fortunate enough to be a promoter, a DJ, and a host all at the same time. Do you understand? So I might book these gentlemen, you know, I might book Super Midz, or I might book Jukess. But like the level of hierarchy and how we go about it, in most cases, is fairly the same as how it's always been. You know what I'm saying? I always get DJs shouting me saying, "Oh man, you know, let me shout down the hip." I'm like, yo, gee, that's not how it works. But I think sometimes in the uni scene, it's all about the opportunity. It's all about, like I said, like somebody could be really great at just providing the opportunity, just like branding themselves in a certain type of way, great following, and you know, that's like I said, that's what the people are asking for, and just might get the opportunity to show in those fantastic places that like Super Midz mentioned, like those main central hubs for events. But in general, if you're just starting out, but let's like what Midz said, like if you're like I went to uni in Luton, so you know there weren't many of that DJs that were serious like us lot. So we're going to be the main guys. Do you understand?
Yeah. But I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I'm saying, all right, cool. So Midz, who I've seen do a couple of things on his Twitter, so I know he can show down. But he's come down from Canterbury now, and he wants a booking in London. What weight does he carry? That's what I'm asking you.
Oh.
What weight does he carry from Canterbury? And what weight did you bring from Luton? Like, did you have to create your own hype? Like, if you come to me as a man, I don't even understand uni, blood. Like, I didn't go. I don't know nothing about the raves. I don't know nothing about the establishment. You get what I'm saying? So, whatever you tell me doesn't mean anything to me. And so, if you say come to London and say, Ross, I hear about you and I want to book you, or you come to me and say, Ross, can I get a booking? I'm not gonna. Who do I go for? What do I look for your point of reference? Like, your name isn't ringing down here. It was ringing in Canterbury. You get what I'm saying? So
social media plays a big part in this. Social media plays an extremely huge part in kind of your weight. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, add me on Instagram. You see my guy's got bare followers, got loads of posts. Add me on Snap. You see the engagement. You see his Twitter. So social media has kind of been the new way of kind of showing your weight.
That's like
nowadays, I don't even think word of mouth is strong enough, because everybody knows somebody that's a DJ, and everybody is somebody that wants to be a DJ. Your next door neighbor and her daughter and his nephew, and everyone's buying a controller. So everybody's got a DJ in the family. You know, even your dad. Oh yeah. You know, I might just run a record at the party. You know what I mean? Nowadays, everybody's a DJ. You got everybody in the house wants to be a DJ. You know, you get an aux, you get a little new mic from Cash Converters. You slap it on there. You know. You're in a thing with a girl. Oh, well, you know, babe, I want to teach me how to DJ. I got it just yesterday. Someone messaged me, teach me how to DJ. I said no. So,
but why are you telling them no?
Because I'm a strong believer in why you want to be a DJ, like, and that's why we get all these unserious DJs and they don't last. And this is also kind of supporting the whole kind of uni scene kind of thing, because it's almost like a phase. You know,
but the thing is, though, is there a problem with because as we know, some people, some of us, let's say us lot in this room, we almost don't understand the concept of someone being like a hobby, like DJing being a hobby. Do you know what I'm saying? So to us, it's quite a serious thing.
It's not for everybody, though. To be honest.
No, we know, yeah. But at the same time, when I come across a DJ, I expect him to almost be as serious as me about it. Do you understand what I mean? But some of them are not. And that's why we have these things like where Ray's saying, I don't want to almost teach you to be a DJ, because are you going to be as serious about it as I am, or as passionate about it as I am? Or is this just like, I'm just going to do it because it sounds like something to do? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Sorry, bro, go on.
No, I was just saying, it's not some of them, it's most of them. Most of them are not serious. Like, it takes a lot to want to be a DJ. I'm sure everyone has a mad come-up story on how they became a DJ in the first place. Yeah. So, bro, when like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. When you say some, it's definitely most. Most people just come in and think, let me just DJ because it's a decent thing to do. One, I can get girl, and two, I can get money. I might as well.
And it's destroying everything, man.
So wait. So how would Jukes, yeah? So when you first came in, yeah, imagine you was blocked because man thought you was doing the same thing.
No, but boy, if you knew my story, I started when I was 16, and the way I started, I just went to clubs. I went to clubs at like 9 p.m. with my little CD pouch, and I'll just be like, I'm the first DJ. They said I should come early. Lying. 16-year-old.
Coming straight from studio.
I didn't even know how it was gonna go, but they just saw CD pouch, headphones, first DJ, and I was just like, yeah, I'm the first DJ. Like, what do you want me to do? I plugged in my stuff, started playing. Eventually, people heard me because the first DJ never came, no matter what. I used to do Plan B in Brixton. First DJ never came. I did what's this club in Leicester Square?
So hold on, Juice. Can I ask a question quickly? Did the promoter not come and say, bro, who are you?
Well, promoters don't care as long as music's playing at the beginning. Like, that's the reality. Promoters don't care. As long as music's playing at the beginning, promoters don't actually care. So when they clocked, hold on, like there was one day someone went, like, who are you? Like, we're kind of, you're decent. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I just came and the club said that I should just come and fill in until you're DJ.
That's a sick. That's
You're sick, bro.
Oh,
You're
that
sick.
is a sick move, though.
I proper respect it,
so
bro.
that's signs of someone that is serious about DJing. Like it wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
So no one could have thought that about me. It doesn't make sense.
That's sick. I rate that. I rate that. No, them one because if it was my dance and I've been to enough dances and there's a DJ playing and early and I'm like, all right, cool. I don't even think about it. You could be a bar staff. So the fact that you're getting yourself out there, getting used to you never know. Just you could end up running on a bit longer than you need to or you intended to.
That's what ended up happening all the time.
That's sick.
I came up with warm-up sets and it worked.
Okay.
That's sick, bro.
Sick. So I hear what you're saying, but I still think that we obviously getting into DJing now is easy because obviously I could just set up a Dropbox and send you all music and you could do all the same, and before you know it, you've got a lifetime supply of music and a controller, and technically you're good to go. Mm-hmm. So it's easy for people to get into it. I wouldn't block people or not want to teach them, because what you'll find is once people realize it's not glitz and glamour all the time, they drop off. But there's so many people that little gem that just comes true, and they come from that you wouldn't have thought they were serious. If you get what I'm saying, like I would never block no one or never stop no one, because it could have happened to you. A man could have just literally turned around and said, "Nah, that man ain't serious," and told people
we're not making that judgment off of. Well, apart from that one situation where Ray's saying, but most of the time, the judgment of us putting someone on saying, "Oh, they're not serious," is because we've seen them for a while to understand. Yeah, you're not serious. You don't mean it. Better. You're not getting better. You started here. I'm hearing you 10 bookings later. You sound the same as back then. Like,
but you know what it is, yeah. Sorry to cut you off, Midz. Yeah. For me, it's a simple thing of like, you want to be a DJ, so does everybody else. All right, cool. Let me see how you start. Let me see your journey. Because I might just say no because I want to see, if you're just doing it for the gimmick. If you really want to be a DJ, me saying no to you is not going to stop you from going out there and buying the equipment, like looking for the music. And then all of a sudden now you've got a logo and that you're doing a mix. Now you're asking for bookings. That might make me, all right, cool. Like, okay, maybe you're taking it a little bit more serious. But more time, from the no, like you said, 80% just crumble off, or by the controller realize that this is mad, or on the flip side, I might actually say, yeah, I'll teach you, and I break it right down to the basic of just counting, and you're just thinking this is long.
All right, you know what you have to do? You have to start charging people when they say that. Tell them,
like honestly, like
an hour.
Like to learn, like most of these DJs, some of them are DJing, they don't even know what DJ stands for. They just think DJ means DJ, and I said this the other time, but like, no, honestly. Do you know what I mean? Most of the DJs haven't got any kind of knowledge about DJing, and that's fine, but they don't seek to learn or give anything into the culture. So almost you could call them culture vultures. They're just here for the benefits and don't add anything into it. So those of us that really mean it, that have a true passion for this thing, we feel a type of way. Like Jukess is saying, it's annoying, and you're belittling this thing that we do. You're making it seem like DJing is a basic for everybody thing. No, it's not.
Go on, Jake. Was you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say the thing is, if someone is serious, they will make it known that they're serious. So let's say, for example, someone goes to Ray and says, "Raw, bro, yeah, man, can you help me?" No. And Ray goes, "Yeah, I don't think you're serious." And he won't tell you that you're not serious, but he'll kind of shrug it off. If they keep coming, eventually Ray's gonna have to go, "Bruv, oh, you know what? Cool. Let me try something now." I saw Ray the other day. You were talking about someone that GB, you know?
Yeah, GB. GB's a perfect example.
Like, if someone's serious, they're gonna keep coming. Then you're gonna realize, hold on, this guy is actually serious. This guy actually wants to learn. This guy actually wants to be a DJ. So there should be no excuse for anyone, in my opinion. Like, DJing is a serious thing for me. It's a serious thing for, I'm sure, everyone here.
Okay. So what would demonstrate that you? All right. For example, you were saying about some people don't know what DJing means, or whatever the word DJ means, or the acronym, what it actually stands for. But I want to know, like, so a lot of people, especially people from my generation or a little bit older, look down upon the young DJs because they didn't do the vinyl, they didn't do the hard graft, of inverted commas, and didn't go and buy the music. Like, how do you feel about that? I'm not sure of your ages, so I'm not sure when you got into it. But as Ray said, not Ray, Jukes said he had his CD pouch, so that will demonstrate that he came in at CD time. So people will still, there are a set of people that will look down and say, them man, they don't know. You don't know about 1210s. You don't know about 7-inch. You don't know about not getting the tunes at the record shop. You don't know about this. You don't know about spending your pocket money here. What do you think about that?
I hear it.
But what do you lot think?
I hear it because a big part of becoming what I would consider like a professional DJ is making sure that your library is deep and that you can navigate it. Like, I hear DJs playing rips off of YouTube in the club nowadays, and it makes me feel sick. Like, when you hear that bit rate coming out the speaker and you're like, you don't respect this craft. This is not a craft for you. You can tell that the man that have come down the sync button DJs taking their £50 bookings, you can tell them straight away because they're not respecting the craft. Back in the day when you had to go to the store every single day, buy them vinyls or go Uptown Records and buy them dubs when the vinyls first got pressed, and you were hearing like funky house records and they were sold in like limited editions, there was a love.
White labels and things.
Bro, there was a love for it, you feel me? So when you went to the dance and you rasped that record, knowing that only a handful of people around the country had that song, there was a buzz that you felt when you was mixing that record. When that record came in and the crowd is going mad, different feeling. You feel me? I think that there's a buzz that's kind of been lost now because A, the art of mixing has kind of been a little bit diluted. This whole sync button thing is a bit mad. And B, selecting and collecting music is not really a passion to many people anymore. Okay. I feel like that's kind of like been lost in the craft a little bit.
I agree. I do believe that Serato is one of the best inventions for DJs.
Facts.
But I also think that like a lot of DJs can't mix with their ears and can only mix with their eyes. Like, I see a lot of DJs without headphones. That infuriates me.
Sorry. See, can I add this in then?
Absolutely.
I think, this is part of the reason why, in essence, the uni scene is looked at.
I think so.
Looked down on in some ways. Because a lot of people, I'm not a DJ in it, but I've heard this one doesn't have a Serato box. He never has one. He doesn't even own one, Doesn't own a controller or any sort of mixing device, Doesn't own headphones. Like, all of these things are like, like the starter pack. You haven't even got the starter pack.
Yeah, I hear that.
I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people are saying, well, that scene is looked down upon, innit? Because let's say if I go into that scene today and I see that DJ, I've seen man say, when I see the DJ put his laptop on top of the deck, so he's just mixing on his laptop, internal or whatever.
Yeah, I see that all the time.
You know what I'm saying? So when these all those little things are the things I think that add to the whole like that scene is not serious. You know what I'm saying? What it should be.
Yeah. Can I jump in and say, because we was talking about the difference between Uniscene DJs today, and I just want to compare it to like when we was Uniscene DJs, when we was doing the big link up and the coach parties and that. The lineup wasn't uni students, The headlines was Invasion Crew, Marcus Nasty. Yeah. You get me? You had like serious selectors that were.
Well, you would have Pioneer them times as well, or
serious selectors.
Maximum from where I know, or like there'll be like some Quincy will be a headliner on that or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
So to even be the warm up DJ on that lineup, you had to be good. You had to have clout to like being a warm up DJ. Like, man was excited to warm up for these DJs. Now it's like it's a bit different because I feel it's not a bad thing, but I think that the scene has reinvested back into itself and is trying to build DJs from within the scene, but it's kind of like cutting corners in a sense because you're like, there is an element of it where you're just getting DJs for free. Like, let's be honest, you're getting DJs for a lot cheaper, or you're paying them for a lot less. The lineups have become cheaper by doing that. And it's just economics of the game. But I feel like back in the day, promoters were a lot more willing to invest and shell out on the lineups for the craft and for the art.
Back in the day, lineups brought people to the rave, innit? And it doesn't really do that as much no more. That's why the lineups have so many people on it, and man's got so many bookings. This doesn't do anything. There's no value in an exclusive booking because it doesn't guarantee any more money. To get what I'm saying? Like back in the day.
That's what I love Funky House though, you know, because you couldn't have like if you had a lineup and you had all these MCs on it. Do you know how they were like royalty them MCs back in the day?
Yeah, of course.
And they'd be doing like 4 to 5 bookings in a night at one time. But when they started show, the whole dance would go upside down.
Yeah, that's like because I come up in like Coliseum garage days, and if the lineup wasn't right, no one ain't going to your dance, bro. If the lineup didn't make sense, ain't no one going. There was no £50 man then. Like, you get what I'm saying? But listen, let me get back to, because I saw Jukess shaking his head when we spoke about the and one of them Midz, when I spoke about the headphones and all of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tell me your take on it.
My head too.
Yeah, give us your take on it. Give us your take on it.
Midz, you want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
I'm speaking about this enough, fam. Why don't they wear, fam? Fam, we have headphones for a reason. Like there ain't no computer game that you just look on the screen and line up the lines and make it work. We're not playing computer games here. We know why we have headphones. DJs don't want to wear headphones anymore, and I don't understand why.
Sync button DJ.
Trend. It's coming like a trend, you know. It's coming like a trend, like
fashionable, isn't it?
Yo, no, you know. It's almost become a thing where it's almost a thing where like, oh, you're not that much of a good DJ if you're not using the headphones. But this is a fundamental tool of DJ, and that's why some of you are sounding so mad. And that's created.
Do you know what's mad? The DJs that do that rely on the lines on their little Serato. Fam, sometimes them lines will be a bit. And you know when you catch them out. You know them songs that start off a little bit silent. There's no beat at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's when you catch them out.
But then you hear the beat coming. No guidance or something.
Bro, you hear the beat coming and then it's like, why did the beat come in 4 seconds late? Like, what's going on?
Skip, bro.
You know, what I'd say in their defense, it goes back to the point that Jukess made initially. So in the uni scene, we already know that we can write a playlist and 90, write a playlist of 100, 90 of that 100 are getting played on the night. Like we know the tunes that are going to be played. So we know the kind of mixes that we want to do. People are not really testing out new things in a prime set in the uni scene. So you're comfortable. You don't really need the headphones because you know when this beat's going to drop. You know when this beat's going to end. You know when you want to mix it in. You know when you want to mix it out. So in that sense, a lot of the men that are doing repetitive stuff, they're not using the headphones because they already know what they're doing.
Yeah, but are they setting themselves up for failure for when they come out of that scene?
This is what I'm saying.
No, they're not serious DJs.
But it's I've never seen no one that started DJing not use headphones. It's when man get comfortable, that's when they're not using headphones.
You know what it is?
I've seen man just starting out thinking
that's not using headphones.
You know what it is?
They wear it around their neck.
If you're taught by someone on Serato, you're taught to look at your laptop. Now, obviously, pick up like the CD man, them, the vinyl man, them. There was nothing to look at other than the crowd. So you gauge your dance from the crowd. You look at the crowd, you gauge your dance. You mix with your ears. You know, you hear the beats off. You know the right ear is faster, so you slow it down. And them time there, you don't do no spin. You got to use the pitch.
Yeah.
You got to use the pitch.
You man were wizards, you know.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you.
The point is it the DJ's fault or is it the fact that the tools have changed? I can't blame any young DJ for not playing on vinyl. I don't disrespect you guys at all. Like if you never played on vinyl, that's your generation, bro. I got a car. I never went on horse and cart. Man can't tell me I can't drive because I didn't go horse and cart. No, because it's generational, isn't it? It's generational. A man can't say you didn't use a horse and cart, so you can't drive. Bro, I can drive, innit? So,
but here's the thing, yeah. Horse and cart compared to driving nowadays, obviously, like that is more seen as like an inconvenience or like it's a lot harder to do that. You feel me?
Yeah,
it's genuinely enjoyable to mix vinyl and CD. Like it's such a vibe, and actually like catching the mix and being able to smoothly transition a mix. That was it back then.
Yeah,
like,
but
that was it. Like if you can do that, that's fine. Nowadays it's all about wordplay and
Yeah.
Oh, he said suck your mom, and then my next tune started with your mom. Like that's what it is nowadays. It's a whole different vibe.
But
Some
see,
DJs don't care. Like I don't give a fuck about that shit. Personally, I find it amazing people that know how to do the wordplay thing and be creative and that. But there's a lot of people that you take that sync mode off or that pitch, whatever, that quantize mode and all that shit off, they can't even do a smooth transition. I feel like that's lost in the art of DJing and mixing. That's what it should be.
I agree with you, but let's look at it like this, yeah? Let me paint a picture for you, yeah? Man's 18. He's come to his cousin, who's 22, who's a DJ.
Right.
He says, "Rah, show me. I'm on it. Rare. Where is he going to get the vinyl from? You see, unless you've got I don't expect no 18-year-old to go and buy a set of decks and an old school mixer and tap the phono bit in the back and put his penny on there. I don't expect them to know that. So unless you've got an opportunity to learn it, and someone of an older head says to you, you know what, come, now you know what you're doing, let's try this, and take you to a set of CDJs. And then says, well, let me take you to the old, not the idiot ones, but the old...
The
toggle ones. Like,
I see some man come unstuck in front of them, boy.
You gotta learn, and then we take you back to belt drive decks. And if someone is willing to take you on a journey, then I guess it would be nice for that person to go on a journey and experience it. But I don't expect no youngers to have that opportunity. And that's why I use the horse and cart thing, because I can't look down on you because it's your generation. I use the internet. It's not like I don't use Serato and I'm on vinyl saying them new waves of shit. I'm doing the new stuff. I can't look down on someone that was born in a generation that's like, you can't get these tunes on vinyl. So you get what I'm saying? It's not fair. They can't go, there's no record shops. They can't go and spend their pocket money in record shops and queue up. It's not like the generation is different.
But what about the fact you can get Serato vinyl?
Yeah, you can get Serato vinyl, but that doesn't make you. Really. You can still do the same shit. You can still use your cue point. You can still.
Yeah, you can.
You get what I'm saying? It's not like. Listen, when I was a youth, my dad used to. I couldn't do anything with the record because it was his needle, and if I broke his needle, it was madness. So I'm playing music like there weren't even it wasn't a mixing thing. It's a selecting thing, because if I did anything dodgy, if he heard through the speaker, I'm in trouble. Done. So my learning was tune. You get what I'm saying? And then slowly mixing started coming in. So the youths them have got an advantage, and we can't knock it. But the no headphones thing, you got to allow that, man. You got to allow that.
Can I ask you? Do any of the DJs in this chat do you sync mode?
I ain't great. I'll use it if it's available.
I said if it's available, that means you use it all the time, bro.
No, what I'm saying is like
like it's not available.
No, I'm not. No judgment, by the way. I'm just out of curiosity.
Hear what I'm saying? The thing is, I also learned on CDs. Do you know what I mean? I learned on a fairly authentic way, CDJs. I'm very capable to play with or without. It's just a convenience thing. If it's there, if it works, and I'm a host as well. So the way I DJ, it just complements me if I'm in a club. It's an easy way. I don't need to stress myself. I mean, if I don't want to use it, then I won't use it. But for me personally, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't use like C6 said, what's available. Do you understand? Whereas if you prefer not to use it at this stage for whatever reason, then don't use it. But you can't knock anyone for using it, because it's part of the you know what I'm saying, Serato new.
It's available. But I do feel like
I use it. Do you know what I mean? I use it
the lazy way.
But my skill is not down to that. Because
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm gonna say this though. You see, anything you do the lazy way, you forget the hard way. I'm telling you. And you will come up the one day that deck that you've got, or the controller you're using, it doesn't have sync or whatever. You will find it hard to revert back under pressure. So I would always say, dabble in and dabble out if that's your thing.
Maybe them, but not me. I'm sorry. I'm comfy. I'm really, really, really comfy. Like, it happens to me all the time. Like when I'm in the club, certain things don't work. I'm not even bothered. Like, no problem. Fuck off that. Or I don't know if I'm allowed to swear in this, but
yeah.
Forget about the sync and, you get me? Pitch for pitch like that, quickly. Like, I'm comfortable either way. Like, that's just me. Like, I feel like I've learned the core fundamentals of being a DJ, and I'm comfortable on you know, playing in an authentic way, like through CDJ, or a bit more of a technological way, you know, with this whole, you know, if I have to do internal mode, absolute mode, relative mode, whatever the mode is, I feel like I am competent and I am ready to play at all times. Because I put,
you know what? That's how I prefer it. That's how I prefer it. That's how it should be. I don't mind you using the tools that are available to you, but at least respect the art enough to learn the fundamentals.
Yeah.
So when these DJs that are using sync, or these DJs that don't want to use headphones, at least know how to do it. Please. That's all. That's all I'm asking. I don't want you to have to, like, if the sync button is there, why not use it? They put it there for a reason. If you can put the lines together, that's cool. But at least learn the art of
fundamentals
before you go and do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Like I'm sure, yeah, Ray. See when you done Don't Clang, yeah?
Yeah.
Was there a round where you covered the screen or something?
Yeah, there was at least 2 rounds where the sync wasn't allowed, or at least 2 or 3 that weren't allowed. One, there was no screen. And that was I think that was the most interesting round.
Yeah, because go on, Ray.
I think if you recall, Jukes, you was there as well. I think even Lani did this one, and on his first time doing it, he didn't get it right.
Yeah,
he didn't get it right. You know.
So basically, Don't Clang, yeah, is a DJ clash, yeah, but it was basically for the DJs that are almost like starting out,
Right.
So like beginner level almost. So obviously there's different rounds within it, and one of the rounds was like, no, you can't see the screen in it, so you're having to mix this song with no screen.
That's so sick.
So basically, sorry, Fats, go on, finish.
Yeah, and basically, like me and Jukes were two of the judges. I can't remember who the other ones were, but yeah, me and Jukes were 2 of the judges, and obviously a lot of the DJs failed. I think one person got it. Two.
No, I think 2 or 3. Jibs, Naira, and OV. They were the 3 that got, and NK got it, but he couldn't hold the mix for too long.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, tell them what song to mix, or is it mixing whatever they want?
Let me explain. So, like, the clash essentially is we basically created a new type of DJing clash, because I understood the fact, and I've been trying to explain this through lives, like, a lot of upcoming DJs might genuinely have this passion for DJing, don't know what to do, don't know how to get about it. There are some that really do mean it, and there are some that need the guidance.
Yeah.
Hardly any of these new DJs can actually do a real clash, proper dub, like the real setting of a real DJ clash. Does that mean that they should never compete? There wasn't another way for them to compete. And when I kind of spoke to my peers and that, they weren't really on it as much, but I knew that the newer DJs would want the opportunity to shine. And what I was providing them is I'm going to invite everybody in the industry to come and hear you play with a fresh set of ears. You've got a chance. You've been saying you're doing all these mixes. No one ain't listening to your SoundCloud. They're going to come and hear you. Now, in this clash, the difference is you're facing each other, but we're also challenging your skill set. So we're giving you certain type of skills, certain type of challenges that we want to see you do, and see how well you're able to do that. Because I feel like if you're able to master these challenges, these are challenges that will transfer these skills into playing in the real life. What happens if your sync button is not working? You will have to use this pitch button, this slider on this thing that you've not touched your whole DJ career, this weird thing with these weird numbers.
But the whole set is on the middle. But the whole set is on the middle.
That weird thing that keeps changing. Never understood it. This is real. You need to use this. So that's why I created that brand, and it was a fantastic night, and we saw some amazing bright sparks, and I think it was a wake-up call for some of the other lads. Like, listen, I need to go back to the drawing board. Like, I'm not as good as I thought I was.
That's sick. Was it one thing? Was that where Levels was? I think I see him post some. Is that thing?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry, my bad.
No, the first time I did it was 2 years ago, and I haven't been able to redo the show for various reasons. And then myself and Fats, we had a conversation earlier on in the year, and was bringing it back from around this time throughout the summer. We had like a new plan. Unfortunately, due to Corona and all this stuff, it's been set us back a bit. So we're trying to take it to the IG Live, and then that also had a huge kind of downward spiraling effect, and it's all kind of gotten out of control, and that's never been the message that we're trying to supply. That is not what we're...
a bit messy.
Yeah, but I mean, but at the same time, look, I all think this is all part of the culture. It's a bit like boxing, you know what I mean? All the chit-chat, all the sending for this, it's part of it.
You say that, yeah, but the truth is, nobody got... You see, like, I don't think anybody really got into it to compete. You see, boxing is a competitive sport. DJing is competitive, but you're competing for work. You're not really competing against others.
Understand?
I'm on it. Like, I've been clashing. I've been clashing from when I was 18. I'm 38 now, so I've been clashing. I'm hungry. But that's just me. That's my entrance into the game, and I've been watching it. I've done all sorts of clashes, but that's just me. I'm a competitive person by nature. So if a man says, "Raw, you can't do that. Like, you can't jump out that." what? Like, that's just me. But there's some sick DJs who don't have that competitive drive, who ain't trying to diss no one, ain't tell them about their mother, or ain't trying to show off. They're not show-offs. They're just good DJs. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like the clashing, you can get lost in it, where some people will look down upon someone because they don't want to compete, or they ain't got dubs or whatever. Now, that there is an investment that you decide to make if you don't have to have them. See, I'm probably one of the only old school guys that look like that, think like this, but I don't think you have to have them. When I first came in the game, I spent peas on dubs. Peas. I had dubs before my first booking, fam. Like, that was my thing. Like, because that's what I thought you needed. Do you get what I'm saying? Coming from the reggae background, I thought you needed that. Send my money down to yard, come back with some old mans on some old reggae dubs that I'm never going to play. But you feel you need it if you come from that. And competitive was when I play my dubs, them man, they ain't got dubs. But them man have been shutting down raves and can do shit I can't do. But I paid for a song and I feel like I'm better than him. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Like this. So when these clang or bangs and things like that, is that what you call it? Clang or bang, yeah? When stuff like that come about,
don't clang.
Don't clang. Oh, clang or bang is a
Clang or
podcast.
bang, trademark that, bro.
Yeah. Clang or bang is a podcast that I heard a few years ago. But yeah, don't clang. That there is sick, innit? But there's still people that won't want to get involved because they're just not competitive like that. And it's unfair that we look down upon them. Do you get what I'm saying? I think DJs should be judged on their passion for the music. And if they ain't got passion, like you guys said, if they only about the sync and they're only about the no headphones thing and they don't respect the craft, then we can judge them and run them. Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what it is though, yeah? Sorry, my bro. It's more so a thing where, like, the upcoming kind of need to hear the olders saying what you're saying, because it's all well and good we're saying it in this environment, but they're not getting that. Do you understand? Like, a man might look at whatever, at Jukess and you know, really kind of want to be like Jukess, and if Jukess is basically saying, "Rah, like, man, don't need to do that," then that's, you know what I'm saying? It's the same way. You thought you needed dubs because that's what you saw. That was the environment you see. So if I'm on IG right now, I'm a DJ, and I was on it to clash. Like, I had a lot of people that wanted to clash. After the whole kind of, you know, how it spiraled out, they all dropped down because they felt like it became like a draw out thing. We're not rating your skill thing, and it's never that. So if DJ don't want to compete, we need to let them know that it's fine not to compete. Do you know what I'm saying? That was never my thing. My thing was just a banter vibe that kind of just got drew out. And
the ego thing also, like, as much as we're all in this group, and I'm cool. I do a DJ dinner every year, and I invite every DJ in my phone book. I invite them to this dinner because it's like Christmas dinner. It's like we're all colleagues. This is like I'm gonna invite you lot this year if we're allowed out.
I'm expecting that still.
No, don't worry, man. I've saved your number. You lot will be coming. But every year I do the same thing. I invite people. So I'm a big advocate for the scene. However, I got an ego in it, and I don't want to clash because I don't want a man to try and, or you know, I don't want people to bruise my ego. So when you draw me out, I instantly start saying, I judge you in it and be like, them man, they can't. Them man ain't on my level. They ain't done what I've done. They ain't accomplished where I am. And then it becomes a mad ego thing. That's why the whole uni thing and people try to put each other down. And so clashes are great, and there's a lot of positives for the scene for clashing, but then there's also a lot of negatives because we're just putting each other down, and we look like, to some people who don't understand clashes, like some of the consumers, we just look like we don't like each other. We're like a bitchy scene, like DJs are bitches. That's what it looks like sometimes. All we're doing is just calling out and competing. You get what I'm saying? But it's the ego, because you've all said here, we ain't like that. Them man, they can't do what we do. We done that. Boy, my thing, like, we all, that's it. You all think you're the best. I think I'm the best. That's how it goes, isn't it? You're supposed to
be like that.
I don't think I'm the best at all. I think I'm very good at what I do, but I don't think I'm the best DJ. No way.
No,
I came into the game like looking at DJs that I thought were amazing. If I could get anywhere near them, I'll be happy. Yeah. But especially being on the road. Sorry, bro.
I'm the best. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the best until you see someone that's better than you, and then you have this humbling moment where you either elevate and you become a better DJ, or you're happy with where you are, and then you just start to appreciate other people, and you just start to big them up and promote them and be like, yo, EZ is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Man will never do what EZ does, bro.
Yeah, but you know what I think though, Semo? I think some like,
what did you say?
Like, see that Jukess saying.
1 second, stick a pin fast. What did you just say, bro?
He's clowning. Bro, EZ's another source, bro. And then you see...
Man said DJs, he said EZ's all right. Yeah.
He's cut from a different cloth, bro.
You can mix.
Sorry, go on, Fats.
No, I was going to say, I think like when you mention someone like, say like EZ now,
yeah,
that's like a different, like like you get levels in it. And I feel like sometimes like, Jukes might not agree, but EZ's like an anomaly almost. You know what I'm saying? Within his realm, innit? But then that's why, like Jukes can say, he feels he's the best because that's in his world. You know what I'm saying? So within your world, you can feel you're the best. Why not?
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? On the whole scope of DJing, you might not say I'm the best in it. But within my world, who can do what I like? Who can do it in it?
I think it's about perspective, innit? Because how I look at it, I am the best me, innit? So I can't do what some other people do, but I do the best of me. So when I go out and I perform, I'm just the best because this is me. So some man like, so if you think about it, I was talking about so there's some footballers, there's some sick footballers that can't do them kick-ups, like them street youths. You know them street youths, that the street entertainers that do the kick-ups, balance it on their head, do press-ups, all that shit, take off their top while the ball's balancing. They can do all that shit, but they can't play a match. And then there's some sick footballers who can't do that shit. So it's all about perspective. But when it comes to me and my bookings and what I do, I'm the best, innit? So I'm not competing with no one else. And I think it's your perspective. I don't compete with no one. There's so much parties and so much food in this game. Like, listen, like, look at all of you guys. All of you guys do your thing. I don't play at the same places as you. And we're still doing our thing. So I don't compete with no one. So I'm the best.
I think early in your career, and this is just my thought for DJs as they grow in their career, you come into the game with something to prove. You come in with a chip on your shoulder and you want to show everyone, like, I'm the man. You want to show everyone why you deserve to be on a lineup. And after you've kind of been in the game for a while, not that you get comfortable and you kind of slack off, but you just kind of find your lane. And if you're happy with it, then that's your lane. That's work. You feel me? If you're not happy with it, you continue to progress, or you continue to challenge or change, or, you get me, like, adapt your style or whatever until you do get happy. And then once you're happy in that lane, that's where you'll live. That's your vibe. You feel me? I don't think every DJ wakes up every day trying to, compete and ultimately, become better every single day. Some people are there. You feel me? They've got their style. They've got their flex, and that's their product, and that's what they get booked for. But early in my career, I had a chip on my shoulder. I'd be lying to say I didn't. I came into the game and I felt everyone was mute, like no one was trying to hear me. I wasn't getting on the lineups. I was in the corner of London that no one was listening to. And I was this youth that didn't even grow up in London. You feel me? So I didn't have no support from the ends. I didn't know anyone on campus like that. Had to really, like, build my vibe. And when you've got people who know the promoter, or the promoter's your cousin, or that's your brethren, or he's from my ends, or my cousin knows him from wherever, people getting bring-ins as well, it was a lot harder. But once you kind of break through that and people start to give you ratings, and the people that don't really care about none of that, they just rate you because you're a good DJ. To me personally, the fire kind of it dulled down a little bit. Like, I wasn't really hungry to prove shit to anyone anymore. It was just kind of like, I'm at a place where I'm really happy, and that's fine for me.
I agree. I think we all have a focal point when we come in the game. When you come in, you got a focal point. I want to be like them, man. I want to do this. But then, what is success? Success to some people, success to everyone is different. Do you get what I'm saying? Right. There was a stage I wanted to be on an international booking. Done the international, like right now, like I've done so many international bookings that I don't want to do them no more. Sometimes I turn them down. I'm seriously, bro. Like,
there.
Yeah, like. But then I wanted to play in America. Played in America. Wanted to play in Jamaica. So all the things that you do, you start saying to yourself, "Wow, hold on." Do you get what I'm saying? Whatever you set for yourself, you gotta be happy with. Do you get what I'm saying? So success to some people always changes. Some people just want to play in ministry. But that was one of my things. I wanted to play in ministry. Played in ministry. Then I was like, "Raw,
man, I've done it now."
Done it. Like, then
what next?
That was an end goal. Like at one stage, that was like, "Wow, that's when I get to do ministry," and it's like, shit. Okay.
Bro, when I first come London, bro, all I wanted to do was play sound. You remember Sound Leicester Square?
Yeah.
That's all man wanted to do, bro. One of the first junior raves I went to, and you had like, this is when Funky was really building. You had like, what's his name? Like Dom Zamari and Risco and all that shit on the stage, and you had Invasion would normally do the headline set, and this is when Live Links was like the shit. And I was just like, bro, if I make it to this level, I'm happy. That was it. I remember the first time I played in sound, bro, I felt like I made it. That was it for me, though, at the time.
Yeah.
Get me?
So that was like you accomplished something to yourself.
Yeah.
Once you start doing that, you then start to be less harsh on yourself, and then start to accept what you are and where you are. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what about Midz? Like, what would be one of the things that you've wanted to accomplish that you've done, or what is on your list to accomplish?
I don't know. I'm kind of different because I didn't come into the game with like goals of I want to play here, I want to do this. The reason why I started DJing was because when I was going to parties, I wasn't happy with what the DJ was doing. I felt like I couldn't really enjoy myself, and obviously I have a family of DJs. My dad is a DJ, my uncle's a DJ, so I've seen DJs around, and I've been able to enjoy myself because I know the style of mixing that I like, and the style of mixing that I was hearing when I was going to parties just wasn't one that I was enjoying. So I just decided to get into it so I can actually control a dance and have people dancing. And then when I got there, it was just like, okay, cool, let me just keep getting better and getting better and getting better. Because when I went to uni, I didn't know anyone when I went to uni, as in I had my college friends. I only had one other person from my college that went to my uni. When I was in uni, I didn't know no one. I was just putting up mixes on SoundCloud or whatever. Luckily, my SoundCloud blew for some time, and promoters were able to see and book me or whatever. But I never really had the intention of playing. Like, it wasn't a goal to say, okay, cool, by this time next year, I need to do this or whatever. There was only one time I did a goal, and that was like last year. So I'd already graduated uni. I was like, I want to teach myself vinyls. So I bought a set of vinyls, and I've been learning vinyls, been playing vinyls. But I've never had a goal, but I'm not satisfied. So it's not like, okay, cool, I'm happy with where I am. I still want to, not that I'm not happy. I'm happy with where I am, but like, I'm not tied down to where I am. I still want to keep going. I haven't really found something for me to say, okay, cool, yeah, nah. This is the top. Like, this is where I wanna set myself.
Okay.
I just want to keep going, really.
Yeah, boy, just keep. Yeah, that's right. But that's what I'm saying. When you do hit certain goals that you set for yourself, it's limiting yourself, and you get to it and you think, well, I need more. It's like, do you get what I'm saying? So, what about the rest of you? Any of you guys, Jukes or Ray, you got any like goals that you want to achieve or things that you've achieved that you like set yourself?
Go on, Jukes. Go on, Jukes. Go first.
How about second? I have to think about this.
Well, for me, well, I'm just a hungry brother, man. As soon as I get a goal, like, okay, one of the big ones for me as a promoter, I just wanted to book Ministry of Sound. Like, that was another one for me. So I heard, when you said that, I heard that car. I was like, yeah, man, as a promoter in London, like, bro, like, I just want to do something in this venue. You know, I was fortunate to have a brand in. And once I'd done it, I was like, yeah, done. I didn't even enjoy that experience, in fact. Like,
Ministry's tough, man.
Terrible experience.
Yeah, Ministry's
great
tough.
night, bad experience. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, all my goals, like, I was able to hit them, and I'm just hungry for the next thing. Like, even right now, I've got brand new goals, brand new aspirations, and like, I renew mine constantly all the time. And like, I take in my environment, and I take in what my team told me, and you know what I mean? And I'm driven by these goals and things that I want to accomplish, and it just never stops. And I'm just trying to push myself in a new direction all the time. And I try to do things like this. This is all part of a goal for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Networking, introducing myself into different scenes and different environments. This was one of the goals for 2020. So I'm even happy to be part of this podcast here right now. This is a goal for me.
I respect.
Next time I want to be on another panel. I want to be on a panel on the TV. I want to be on a panel on BBC. I want to be on a panel, you know, Al Jazeera. You know what I'm saying?
Say no more. Jukes, what are you saying?
Yeah, it's a difficult one for me because I'm kind of refiguring it out now because obviously, like you said, one of your goals was Ministry. One of my goals was Glasgow, and I did that as a book DJ. So when I did that, I was kind of like, oh damn, like what's really next? I never did main stage there. I want to do main stage at Glasgow. That's one thing that I still want to do. I want to main stage festivals. I want to be able to do that. How I'm going to do that is for me to figure out at the moment. But that's definitely something I want to do. But the thing with me is that things happen quite quickly. So like, I did Wembley, 80,000 people, Wembley Stadium. And I wasn't even supposed to DJ that day. And I ended up doing a 30-minute set. How that happened, I don't know. But that was never in my plans. That was just, rah, you've done Wembley. Same as Glasgow. Glasgow, I wasn't meant to be booked. They booked me the day before.
Oh, wow.
And do you want to do a 1 hour set? And I did a 1 hour set. So for me, it's very difficult because it comes like things come quite quickly. And a lot of it seems like it's bad luck. I don't know. But at the moment, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. But festivals is definitely, main staging festivals is something I definitely want to do.
No, that's respectable. That leads me on to something now. Another thing that me and Fats have been talking about here is being an artist is DJ. And the opportunities or the people where you play and the things that you do as a DJ for an artist. Do you put that down to your accomplishments? So, for example, I'm not sure what you did in Wembley. You said you did a set, so that sounds independent. But if you did a set, if the artist that you DJ for brings you to Glastonbury, and then you DJ for 10 minutes in Glastonbury or half an hour in Glastonbury, is that your booking or is that your artist's booking? This is something that like non-artist DJs always talk about. I'm gonna let you guys know.
It's a bit half and half, innit? Because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, you'll get that. Even though the artist will get paid, you'll get paid by the artist afterwards. So it's technically your booking, even though your name wasn't on the flyer, and you're required to warm up the crowd for the artist to come on to our crowd. So you are definitely playing a part, and you're definitely boosting the set. So if you want to see it as your booking, you 100% can. If you don't want to see it as your booking, there's no problem.
Okay. So you're Midz, you're Afrobeats DJ, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Semo is Mo Stack's DJ.
Yep.
And Jukes, who's your artist?
Well, at the moment, it's
Young'un. Okay. And Ray, do you DJ for an artist?
Yeah. Smoke Boys.
So hold on. What happened to Grievous?
Right. Well, do you know what it is?
Let me get my tea.
Hear this? No. There isn't even a tea so much. Yeah, Grievous is my brother. You know, from first, but when I was real young, one of the DJs from the ends, and that's just been my brother. Yeah. So anytime he just couldn't do it, he would shout me, and more times along that time, I just wasn't able to do it. Do you understand? Because he was working and whatever and whatnot. So he would shout me and I wouldn't be able to do it. Then he would shout Cypher or Jukes or somebody or GB. Bare times and I ain't been able to do it. But then the year when I handed him my dissertation, he messaged me. He couldn't do all these dates, rare. Obviously, took the opportunity, started flying out with them. And then we just kind of rotated. If he could do it, he could do it. If I was available, I could be available. And then obviously, I think, you know, Grievous has gone on to, I keep saying Jukes, God, it's on my screen, I don't know why. But
you say you just got bad and started yamming the food.
No. I think Grievous has just gone on to something different for where he's got his personal reasons for how whether he feels about, you know, working with the gentleman. They're all brothers, but I think for him, he's been doing it a long time. He's the original DJ for them, and he's putting his time into that. And now he's taking his career in another direction. He's trying to do his own thing. And I am so grateful for the opportunity that he's provided to me. I had 2 years where I was been flying around, living the lifestyle. And from that, I was able to network very, very well. And I still DJ, especially in Switzerland. We went there. I really did my thing. I had an opportunity to play for a very long time. So individual sets after and before the artist. And literally, as soon as I left Switzerland, 2 days later, I got a message and they've been booking me ever since. And I actually had 2020, I had bookings from April all the way down to November, getting flown over there. And I've been flying over there. I flew over there to play with Grandmaster Flash. That was an amazing experience. And yeah, that's just really what it is. Just an opportunity thing, which is why I think it's the same thing about being an artist DJ. It's about an opportunity.
Yeah.
If your artist gets booked for Glastonbury, you are not essentially booked for Glastonbury. The act is booked for Glastonbury and you're part of the act. So yes and no, like Midz said, 50-50. The act is booked, and if you're part of the act, you're part of, you know, C6's performance, you know, warming up, doing your thing. But it's also just an opportunity, and take the opportunity and brand it and try to make the most of that opportunity. And that's just how I see the artist DJ relationship.
Yeah.
Semo?
For me, wait, what's like the basic? What's the base of the question?
Is basically, like, obviously, I'm gonna just keep it real. There's a lot of non-artist DJs who, all right, basically, yeah, us DJs, we fly around the world. When you get a booking abroad, you tweet more, you snap more, you Insta story more, because now you're in the sun. You get what I'm saying? Like, we all show off.
You're showing off.
Standing for the gram.
You said social media is your CV, and now you're doing something big for your CV. So let's push it and promote it. But obviously, when you're the artist's DJ, you get brought to different places, and then the showing off could be done more. Now, I'm one of the guys that say, you know what, more power to you. Like, I respect you. Like, you do your thing. Cool. I don't watch that. Like, everyone's journey is different. But there was a lot of people. They're just backup dancers. Them man ain't doing it. It's not their booking. How they both? Wow. It's not their booking.
Is that what people are saying?
Bro, think about it. So you're on a plane. Like, what about the guys who get on the private jets and that? And he's on the private jet and he's...
Yeah, that's Super Midz and Jukes, bruv.
Yeah.
Them two there, the private jet brothers.
Do you know what I think? There's a lot of pain there, you know. There's a lot of people that are probably revolving in their scene, doing very similar types of bookings, and it just sounds like a bit of jealousy, if I'm honest.
I would say there's a little bit, but then I would say there's a bit of over stunting. Like, I think
that can't be considered over stunting. This is the first time a lot of us are doing it. These are amazing experiences.
Yeah,
we're taking it in. You feel me? Like man, them have gone from playing uni raves and flipping bar rumba on Shaftesbury Avenue to playing at Ushuaia, fam. Like, we're taking it in. and we're putting it out on our socials because to us it's amazing. Like we love it, we're appreciating it, and ultimately your social is like a diary. It's like you feel me?
Yeah.
Well, Amanda more on the other end of it, looking at it like, oh, why are you over stunting? That's mad.
You know what I think it is though?
I respect it because I feel like if one of my biggest audiences, yeah, I was in Gambia. I did a warm-up set for Jamil. Now I'm not Jamil's artist, but I did the warm-up set. About 10 to 20,000. I can't remember the number. Say about 10,000 people.
Right.
I'm mad. That was something big to me, but they didn't come to see me. I was booked for the event, but the main attraction was the artist. So the fact that that audience of that 10,000 people audience, that was a big moment for me. So I embraced it. I took it in like, yeah, this is me. So I respect everyone that does what they do, but I'm just telling you.
So do you mean is it like as if like a man's on his social saying, oh yeah, just got back from Glastonbury, killed the stage,
that
like
kind
hyping it up like it was their set kind of thing?
I think that's the kind of overstunting that man's.
Right. Okay, like, I get it.
When man's reeling off their thing and they're like, well, you know, Glastonbury, Wireless, Love Box, you know my thing.
But I go back to what Midz said, right? Because you're getting booked by the artist, so you're a part of the artist's performance. My personal experience, like I never ever met Mo. Like I didn't know Mo. I had no connection to Mo, no connection to management, nothing. So for me, the way that it happened was so organic. They came to one of my events where they were booked to perform.
Okay.
They're just really nice guys anyway. Like they wanted to stay and just hold a vibe. You know, they're at that age anyway.
His manager's my brother still.
Yeah, Shane, that's my guy. So Shane manages me now as well.
Okay.
And they stayed. When they stayed at the rave, they heard me play for the first time. Mo, one thing I love about Mo is because of his condition, he either loves something or he absolutely hates it. Mo Stack can go from having 50 posts on his Instagram to absolutely no posts on his Instagram. Like he's that kind of cat. So I got a phone call the day after the rave, like, bro, this guy's not stopped talking about you. That DJ last night. Again, I don't know this guy. He doesn't owe me shit, doesn't owe me anything. And they brought me out to Wretch 32's concert where they were opening up at the end of the week. And they said, you know, like, do you want to come and have a little trial? We're looking for a DJ to come join us on the road. Mo wants you to come join us on the road. And that's how it happened. So for me, it was so... That's how it went down, bro. Like, for me, it was so organic. It was so organic that the first couple of road trips, there was no talking. Like, we didn't, it was so dry.
Awkward.
Bro, so awkward.
Yes.
Like, you get me? It was so awkward. But at the same time, the appreciation was mad. So when the opportunity came my way, that someone taking me how many years in the scene for someone to come along and say, actually, bro, you're fucking sick, fam. And I want you to be a part of my performance. You get me? To me, that was like the motivation and the energy that I had been looking for at the time. And every time Mo performs now and I'm a part of that performance, I do own it as my performance because he's chosen me to be a part of that experience. You feel me?
And you enhance it.
Say that again, bro?
You enhance it. You know you're on the stage. You know
we enhance it like crazy. The vibe that we go off each other, the way that, because of how he is and how particular he likes things, we discuss how everything happens. Like minute by minute, we plan that set. I don't know if you guys got to see his Brixton concert, but it was so technically organized. Like the concert was amazing. And when I watched it back, I was like, raw, the concert looks amazing. And that's because the way that we planned it was so particular. You feel me? And it wouldn't I don't think just any DJ, you have to have a certain level of experience and poise to pull off a headline set like that. Like I can imagine, as much as people were onto Tiny recently, to pull off a show with Storms, who's very, very particular. And, you know, I've heard stories about how invested he is into his live shows. I don't think you can be just a mindless DJ.
Can't take it lightly.
No way.
It's not a thing.
And for me as well, the warm-up thing that Midz was mentioning is so important to the show. That hour before the show, that's where we get all of our love. You feel me? And the love is nuts. I can't even lie to you. It is nuts. We're coming out of these buildings and there's people waiting for us, the DJs, to take pictures with us. You feel me? There's people texting us, DMing us, when you next come into my city, rare.
That's sick.
It's mad.
Well,
So
on that respect, then own it, bruv. Like, own it. And it's your, as you say, if you're there and you're doing, obviously there's a misconception in it that you're just pressing buttons and stuff. You get what I'm saying? So, but I know that it's got to be a lot more technical. And for someone like Midz, Afrobeat's a DJ. Like, I know Afrobeat on this from the scene. So it must be hard to DJ for a DJ. Like, he must be particular. Like, he must want things a certain way. Like, bruv, what's that? Because, you know, like, he's got a different ear than some of the other man them. So
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially when we first started. So, like, when we first started, it was 2015, 2014. And around there, like, teasing songs was like the in thing within the uni scene. So I'd master that. So I'd know how to tease a song and then bring it back to the original song, or how to work in a quick instrumental from a different genre for this genre that I'm playing or whatever. So when we first started playing, when he was performing songs or in sound checks or whatever, I would tease songs while he's performing, innit? And obviously when the crowd hear it, so like, for example, his Baba God song, I'll tease in the outro of Ojo Leba and like just like get it kind of jumpy and whatever, and the crowd will react to it. But then he will always be like, no, don't do that. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, rah, like, what's wrong with it? I think clang, number one, like, it goes well, number two, and three, the crowd are loving it as well. So why don't you like it, kind of thing? But obviously, because he's a DJ, and now he's trying to do this thing of where I want people to love the song for me, and not for the mixer or whatever. Because right now you're bringing in another person's song or whatever.
Yeah.
It may not be your intention, but you're kind of taking the shine off, not just off him, off of you as well, because you're part of my act, kind of thing. So yeah, no, it's definitely at the beginning anyway. Definitely, there's so much work that needs to go into it to build up the chemistry and everything. But on this note, I wanted to say, I don't think the hate or the bad vibes comes from just the fact that the men are flying out and that. I feel like I know a lot of people have taken exception to when a particular DJ, all his bookings seem to be just the artist booking. They don't seem to be getting their own bookings on the side. So if the artist isn't touring, they're not touring. If the artist isn't in one club, they're not in the club. Or when the artist dies, they're not about no more. Like, no one's booking there for nothing or whatever. So I think that's where it comes from, where people are just like, oh, you're just an artist DJ. Like, you don't show down the club. You're not in the clubs that I'm in. Like, if it weren't for that artist, you want me anywhere, kind of thing.
It's so negative, man.
Yeah.
I hate that kind of energy. Like, why are you watching? Like, I'm not watching you. Like, who cares?
You know what I think it is, yeah? I think it's like what C6 was saying, though. It's based on the fact that if you are basically almost putting out the energy that what you're doing is almost above everybody else. So there are some DJs that are going to do that. Not everyone's going to do that, but there's going to be a DJ in it that's going to put what their accomplishments or whatever it is above everyone else's in it. So I don't want to be in a club. But really, I don't know in it personally, but I believe as a DJ, everyone kind of wants to be in the clubs doing it. Going on the stage, pressing the button, wheeling up that song, pressing another button. It's not DJing, in it, if you know what I mean. It's DJing, but it's not the same as the crowd in front of you and you interacting with the crowd.
I hear you. But
that's where it comes into.
So question, Midz, like, have you ever played like an after party at any of the shows that you and Afro have done?
Only one that I'm supposed to, but I've never gotten. After a show, I'm just like, oh no, man, I just want to chill. Like,
but obviously you played before though.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's DJ. Mo went through a phase where he loved to party in it, so we was always in the clubs.
Yeah.
And more time, man was taking over, and there's been many a time that man's shut down bare clubs when we've been on the road. Obviously, I kind of came into the scene with my own platform. That was almost like an answer to the fact that no one was giving me a look anyway. So I'm gonna make my own look. So for me, it's kind of like I'm on the stages on my platform more than what Mo's putting me on. So that's never been compromised. If there's a day where I've got to go do a Mo show, my DJs have got it covered anyway. But my bookings never went down. They went up, if anything. I started to get booked more because people started to appreciate, oh, Mo says he's good. You must be good. Price went up as well, which was amazing. I was like, I'm starting to get paid the value for what I believe my set is worth, which is amazing. The people that never wanted to pay me that, you lot wasn't paying me anyway.
Yeah. I hear you.
I can't lie. I have mixed opinions about the whole thing because, without saying any names, I used to be one of those DJs that used to look at certain men and be like, no, it's not you DJing, it's the artist, and I hate you. But then I clocked like the problem that we have a lot is that you never really know what it's like until you're in it. And so for me, when I first started DJ, because I've DJed for what, 4 artists now.
Oh yeah. You're an artist hopper. No, I'm joking.
Artist pause there.
Yeah, I'm nasty.
You need to go clinic, blood.
Answer anybody.
Go clinic.
I've been around the block still. I got the checkup though. I'm good.
That's sick.
But in every single case, they've always booked me. So if they have a booking, they don't have to book me. If they have a booking in Glastonbury and they book me to do it, I don't see why I shouldn't accept that as my booking.
Yeah.
There should be no reason why I don't accept that as my booking. If XYZ is going Glastonbury and they say, "Right, I need you to DJ for me at Glastonbury," they need me to do what? They need me to DJ. That's the first case. So I'm going to do a DJ job. Where am I doing it? At Glastonbury. Am I getting paid? Yes, I've just done a paid job at Glastonbury. That's what's been done. And that's
we find ways to tear each other down when we're feeling insecure, you know. Ultimately, it's a booking, bro. You got paid and they asked you to come. Man didn't, this isn't when you were 16 turning up with the slapper saying, "Oh yeah, I'm the woman." You're being invited to go there.
And you know what the maddest thing about it is? That people forget to realize, like, if I stop the tune, the whole show's fucked up. So I fucked up the booking. That's it. If I stop the tune,
been there.
If I stop the tune, it's done. Like, there's no coming back from that. I stop it, it's done. And then I don't DJ for that artist again. So I've lost the booking.
Have you seen that clip where Biggie throws the thing at his DJ? Have you seen it?
Yeah. The DJ said it was too hot though. Yeah. It was too hot that the vinyls that they just couldn't sustain the heat.
Yeah, but
can I tell you a little quick story about what happened at Brixton?
Yeah, go to.
Yeah. So boom. First Brixton show, most that sold out is Brixton show. Every artist wants to perform. So we've got last minute additions to the set list, and I didn't get an updated set list. So I'm shuffling because first of all, this is like I'm having a big issue with my in-ears. My in-ears are driving me mad. So I've taken my in-ears out, so I can't hear anyone talking to me, right? I know the set in and out. This is our last show of like a 16-day tour, but Chip gets added, right? I don't see Chip on the thing. What's it called? Notes has come out on stage, done a song with Mo. Mo's come off the stage, said, "Hey, Notes, do another track." Now, Chip's waiting behind me. Man can't see him. On the set list, it says I'm supposed to play CRB, but the show that we did before, Notes performed the song with Mo that he done with Mo. So I'm now like, fuck, like the set list says I'm supposed to play the song with Chip, but Mo has said Notes has got a tune. Man's played the song from Manchester, played the wrong song. Big Brixton. Everyone's looking at me. I played the wrong song, but Mo being a champ, like he's come out and he's performed the wrong song. I've had Trevor come up in my ear like, "Bro, you know you're supposed to play that tune there." I was like, fuck. But this is it. Sometimes shit goes wrong.
Wow, that's mad. You know what I was thinking, yeah?
I was sweating.
But that's back to that you were doing a job there and you kind of fucked up part of the job.
Yeah.
What you did was a booking at Brixton. No one can tell you didn't do a booking.
No, of course. Listen, there's respect in it, yeah. I'm just telling you, like, I see it, like, definitely. Anytime you DJ, even at a wedding, you know, like, a wedding, you say, like, you got to do the entrance music, yeah? That is a fucking hard job. It's so easy, but it's so hard.
Oh, boy, you can't fuck
get it right.
Play it at my wedding, you're not leaving that wedding with your teeth, bro. My groomsmen are supposed to do you over. You get what I'm saying? But like sometimes the simplest jobs are the hardest jobs because of the pressure that's added to it. Now, obviously, Ray, he's probably got the hardest out of all of you because if he gets it wrong, he's getting rushed. Like there's about 20 man in that group. If he gets it wrong, he's getting rushed. You get me?
I've got it wrong so many times. You know,
Oh, shit.
It's pressure, innit? I like it's pressure.
Hey, listen to me, yeah.
Something so simple.
Hey, there's one tune I think with Rico in it, another tune with Skepta, yeah. And you know, I'll be so honest. At the beginning, yeah, like I was just so excited to be out here, like, and the guys, yeah, like they got so much energy on the stage, and like it's a party when you're with them, and we're just, bro, man, letting the tune run for just lost focus, childish move, making errors. Or one time I came, and the thing is, them man too are also like, sometimes the artists, yeah, they want to try and give you aggro, but sometimes they're not that switched on. You know what I mean? Like obviously, I think I don't know about how Afro is. I don't know how young it is. You get me? I don't know. But like, especially like with like my brothers, that they DJ for various other artists and stuff. You know, like I might not have got the updated track list. I might like. To be fair, more times, sometimes I go to a show, the guys don't even know the order they're playing in that night. I'm the person that brings it up. That's not my job, you know. You're supposed to send me, man. You're supposed to send me the track list, bro. I'm like, yo, what's the plan today? Yeah.
But you know what though, yeah. I feel like slyly, and you lot might say otherwise, but I feel like partly as being their DJ, that is almost part of your job as well.
The thing is, it just depends on the setup of the establishment. Do you understand? Is it clear that that's your role? Because what you're saying to me is, if that's my role, then I'm controlling your show. It's how I want you guys to perform your show. It can't be my job. You understand? It has to be the artist's job because it's how you want to deliver your creation. Do you understand?
Do you know what as well? Sometimes the artists will turn up, feel the vibe from the show, see the crowd and see how jumpy they are, and maybe put in a song, maybe take out a song.
Honestly,
like it happens all the time.
Every show is different. Every show. Today, the man might be in a bad mood. So you know what they'll say? Hey, Ray, go and play out early. Go do 45 minutes instead of my 20 minutes or my 30 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like even in the middle, you know, they might just come and say, I drop this one in there. You know, so it's always a different.
I can see I respect you guys who do it. I respect you guys that do it. And obviously, there are a lot of salty people because this is a new thing. Like as you know, the UK is popping, and it hasn't always been popping. There was a time where there was enough artists, but the work wasn't happening. You know, like the festivals weren't booking the UK man them. So the fact that you lot have got this platform, I respect you all. Keep doing it. Don't let nobody ever put you off of it. Like, just keep doing your thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be negative everything, bro. For everything you do as a DJ, there's a bag of hate. No matter you be in a club and you play a tune. Other DJs are like, why is he playing that tune? You make one little error, everyone's looking at each other like.
Never made an error before.
No one knock your confidence or put you down. Just keep doing your thing. Stay on your journey. You get what I'm saying? Like it's sick how much the UK has grown, and some people can't get it through into their heads that this is how it is.
This is still very much the beginning, I reckon, because honestly, like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a DJ in our scene that's gone clear. The DJs that I know that are really like killing it are what's the guy's name? Nathan Dorr, your Ruskies. These guys are doing their own stage. They're doing their own stage shows. Whether you rate them or not, that's not the question. These men are getting flown out doing 3 bags of booking.
Yeah.
And they're not on a national radio station. I rate that so fucking highly. Like that's the blueprint for me. Like this is why when I speak, I get so much love from the younger generation at the moment. There's a load of DJs that I've kind of helped prop up in their career. And this is why I really rate the Don't Clang thing that Ray is doing. It's so important to show that kind of energy towards the next generation and show them like, I'm going to push you to get better. We've got something called the Ice Cream Introducing Room, which is like a second room in our raves. People can apply and come and play and get that real-time experience to play to a crowd that's a little bit ruthless. Like, if you're shit, they're going to let you know you're shit.
You say they empty out the room and that, if they're shit.
If you empty out the room, you'll feel it. Like, there's no one to save you. Like, there's no one to pull the plug.
That's the worst feeling. You know, we've all had a. All right, you continue. I want to ask you another question before we move on.
Yeah, so like for me, look, I look up to people like Nathan Daw and Rusky who managed to crack a code and are able to tour almost as their own artists and do their own kind of stage shows. And I think that's where we should be aspiring as DJs, whether to do it independently or collectively. I've been telling Lani to do that for ages. I think Lani's like a really, really influential DJ in his like era
world,
of dancehall, in his world. And I don't think he really knew it. When he busts off now on the Instagram live, I think he's starting to get that confidence.
Yeah. But sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need something like divine intervention. You need something to kick in and say, see, I told you, bro. Because sometimes ain't the one. But what I want to ask you all, I'll tell you a little story about my worst flop as a DJ, yeah?
Go for it.
I want you guys to think about your little stories. And we've all had shit days at the office. So I need to know your shit day now. I'm going to tell you mine, yeah? I used to go to this barber's, bigging up myself to the barber. You know, I'm a DJ, fam. You know, listen, I do my thing, you know. He's like, yeah, check me out, C6, right. So he's asked a couple people. Luckily, he's asked people, because this was early on. He asked a couple people that have heard me, and they were like, yeah, he's all right. Yeah, he's up and coming and whatnot. I just come back I went to Jamaica for a couple of weeks with my mum and dad. Come back, got all the fresh tunes from Yard. Because my barber's at Yardy, innit? So he booked me for his dance. I've come to his dance. He's giving me a good time and everything. Based on my hype, you know. Based on my talk, he's giving me a good set. Height at this Yardy dance, I've come in now. Shove the CD in the thing and press play on the tune that I think is busting in Yard. Play the tune.
Crickets.
Everyone. I'm like, shit. So I tried to recover, but this is where inexperience comes. I tried to recover with another tune that I thought was busting in the Yard. So I'm like, oh shit, they don't know that one. We play this one. So draw out this next tune. Now this is, I don't know if you know the artist DYCR. Yeah, he's a dub poet. Blood. The tune went so far left, bro. It was the worst thing. And then the Yardy brother that was playing before me said, yo, come off, man.
Yeah, you don't get long to fuck up in a Yardy dance. They'll drag you off the decks, bro.
I fucked up the first way I come in, I had no headphones, but I got no clout. No one don't know me. I'm like, brother, can I use your headphone? No.
Hey.
I'm already at a different edge. Sweating, no headphones. I fucked up straight away, and I got my brethren with me, and he's driving me, and I'm boasting in it. Yeah, we got this thing. Get to the door. Yeah, I'm the DJ. They got a queue. Me and my brethren walking. I'm showing off in it, bruv. I couldn't get out of there quick enough, man. But that day taught me so much. I have spare headphones. I've got spare jacks. I've got my battery's always charged. Like, you cannot get me down, brother. That taught me so much. And the problem that I had there is that I wanted to be like the Yardy DJ. I wasn't being me. Because if I went there and did me, it would have been all right. But I went there and tried to mold into them and flopped. So that was my lesson from it. So I tell everyone, like, you have to go through it, but it's what you learn from it. So yeah, that's my little story. So I know you've all got a story of a little bad time. So we can start.
Let me give you my one quickly. Mine's probably like, I think it's my first. So how I technically got into hosting was, used to do grime, scrap that. Thought, nah, this don't pay in it. Yeah, let me try hosting in it. So I tried a thing. Got someone to book me in Brighton. Saw Cosmic at that booking. Yeah, I said, oh my God, this DJ is awful. Yeah, that was the first time I saw him in it. Second time I saw him, yeah, went to another booking that I got another person to book me at, and he came on afterwards, innit? And he came up against, you know, the toggle, what you was talking about earlier, the toggle decks. And he was looking at them thinking, what the fuck, yeah? So I don't know, I can't remember what happened with the set, but afterwards I spoke to him, innit? So spoke to him, whatever. Then a couple of days later, he was like, yo, you want to be my host, innit? So I was like, boy, I don't know, man. Then I said, right, this brother's got bookings. Like, I'm no one in it in this game. I'm just trying to hustle in it. I was like, yeah, fuck it, man. Let's try a thing in it. First booking I go to in it, yeah. No, the first time we link up, we have 3 bookings on the first night in it. I said, bro, I'm in the game, bro. Like, this is going well. You get me already. So we go to this booking now, the first booking, bro. I don't even know what I said. But all I know is my brother tapped me on the shoulder. I'm off the mic, man. I said, oh my days. So brother come, he done my set, bro. From that day forward, I said, nah. I went to the other 2 bookings and I was all right in it. But that day forward, I said, nah, this could never happen again, boy. And then, yeah, that was it, boy. But that hit me, though, still. That I never, ever forget that day, boy.
Man took the mic. Your first booking, that could have game, bro.
Bro, that could have been the end, bro. But yeah, the brother took the mic off me and done my set, bro.
But you see, you think learning to DJ is difficult. Learning to host, whole nother beast.
But remember, there's no that was me practicing. Remember, at that time, I think Cosmic is not good. But technically, I'm not good in it. But I think, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he's no good, but I'm no good, bro.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was my practice ground in the club. I can't practice at home.
Yeah, imagine, mum, bring me some biscuits.
Talking about mums, obviously I've been summoned, innit? So gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Wow, you see, he tried to run about his flop story, but
Do you know what? To be honest, yeah, my flop is really simple. I don't really remember. All I know, like, you see my bad times, I'm telling you, my brain, yeah, just deletes them from memory. Like, I don't ever want to remember the bad times.
I heard that
still. One time, I think I was booked to host and DJ, but like, the person that was doing the rave wanted me to play Afrobeats. I was like, fam, this is not an Afrobeats crowd. This is not the time for this. You know what I mean? Jumped on one Afrobeat track, 2 big tracks, you know. Since some people are doing their little thing, but I just see everyone just ouch.
Oh boy.
Straight to room 2. Straight to room 2. So that's really been it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really had many of those moments, unless it's been literally Afrobeats at maybe a yard dance at the wrong time or the wrong kind of scene. Other than that, I ain't really had that many in it.
Well, that's a good look, man. Let's hope they don't happen on the stage with Smoke Boys and get you fucked up.
Never that. If you lot are still, if this is still function when I get back, you get my jump back in.
All right, do your thing, bro.
All right, bro. Big up, yeah.
Yes.
All right, Midz. I see you mad technical on that. Like, come on, there must have been a madness.
Not really, you know.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Everyone's had one. Everyone's had one.
No, so the one that I've had wasn't necessarily so. Okay, there's 2 I can think of, and they weren't my fault. Yeah. So the one that wasn't the first one. Okay, now the first one was my fault. Nothing I could have done. This when I first started DJing. Funny enough, Afrobeat gave me my first industry booking kind of thing. So I've gone to the rave now, and these times I've just come out of college. So what happened? It was what was them raves that Afrobeat was doing for the summer in Thomas a Beckett? What was his rave called? It was Afrobeat, so Afrobeat, innit?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So he said I've met him through a friend, and I was like, oh yeah, what man can DJ that I can do your little warm up set or whatever. These times I've only DJ'd on a controller, innit? I don't know what these times it was. It was an SL1 back them times. I've never seen an SL1 before, and I don't know what it is. So I've got to the club now thinking it's gonna be a controller. But Kenny Allstar's there, and he's got his SL box there. So I plugged into Kenny's Allstar's SL box, and it's I'm using a Toshiba this time. Oh, my Toshiba is freezing, bro. Like, it's not working. Like, nothing is happening. Like the screen loads. I load the track. I press play. Nothing is happening. Like, it's not having it. It's not having. And I think even the first time I DJ'd in front of the Weiler man was on a carnival float. And these times I brought the same laptop, thinking, nah, maybe it was the equipment. It's the equipment. I got there on the carnival float. They said it's my turn to play. Yeah, my laptop is not having it. Nothing is happening. Literally, I had to go and beg every man out. First, I went to Jukess, like, oh, bro, can I use your laptop? He was like, oh, it's a bit tight. Still, I've gone to SK. He's like, raw, can I use your laptop? Like, my laptop's not even on me right now, you know. I had to go to Big T. Big T finally let me use his laptop. I had to plug in my memory stick. So that's where I had a mare, but it's not really like anything I played
Yeah.
And then the time where I did play is when I was booked for a Girls on Rum. I was booked for a Girls on Rum set, and my set was supposed to be at 2. 2 o'clock has come, and they haven't put me on yet. They said, "Oh no, let this set go on." I think they're playing soca or whatever. Bearing in mind the rave finishes at 3:30. So it's like 2:45 now. They finished that set. Now they want me to go on. And obviously, if the rave is finishing at 3:30, this is prime time. We want to hear the peak bashment. We want to hear the peak dancehall. But they're telling me to go on to play Afro beats. So I'm just like, everyone knows how this is gonna go. Like, it's like, oh yeah, no, the bashment, the new school bashment DJ is not here yet. Like, you're just gonna have to play. So I played, and literally, like, everyone in the front row is just looking at me like this.
Boy.
Literally, like, I just head down. I just had to play. 3 o'clock came. Whoa! I didn't even bother to ask for my P's. I just unplugged and I went out. When I got home, I was like, oh yeah, send it to my account.
Because that's you're being dictated to, and you know better, and you're the one that looks bad.
Yeah.
Demoralizing. I've been there. Now I'm on some shit like I'm gonna define the rules, brother. That you just don't book me again. But I'm not going out like that no more. I've done it before.
Yeah.
I played the wrong genre based on the promoter. So now I'm gonna just break the rules, bro. The party doesn't need that right now, and just do different.
Yeah.
And if you don't book me again, that's it. But at least I don't go out like a punk with all the tweets about me being shit. I'm not trying. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to give the DJ some discretion, especially if they've got some knowledge and they're not trying to spoil the party. But
exactly.
You know what I mean? Boy, I know you got some stories. Jukes, I know you got some stories, bro. The way our man was like, nope, spill it. I know you got some.
I only got one fuck up.
Yeah.
Only one. This is when I was first starting out. I don't know if it's a fuck up or like, I'm not entirely sure what to call it. But very short, I was playing at an under 18s event. Obviously, I was 16 at the time. So I went to this under 18s event. I think it was even Ray's event, which is the maddest thing. And it was it was a proper, like, you know, young people, we like bashment, like that's what it's all about. But I've come in there thinking, I'm a hip hop DJ, man, fuck this, I'm coming in hip hop, boom, there. So I've gone there, and all I do is win DJ Khaled. It's fresh, like it's new. So I've plugged in everything. No, I didn't even plug. What am I talking about plugging? I put my CD in. I press play. All you do is when it starts, everyone starts booing. Everyone.
Booing?
Booing.
Oh.
Booing. Boo! Get off! No!
Look at Semo's face.
On the first song,
bro. On the
I would have unplugged. I would have unplugged.
No, I went. So what? These lot aren't respecting hip hop like that. I was all looking around. What are you talking about?
Wow.
And then I don't know if it was someone came up to me. They were like, "Oh, no hip hop, no hip hop, no hip hop." I'm like, "So what am I supposed to play?" Bashment. I was like, "Oh, I ain't even got the Bashment CDs on me, you know. You might have to just go back on." Bro, that was the worst time. I'll never forget that time.
Bro, you know, if there was a DJ therapist, yeah, they get some keys, you know.
That was the one. I never had any other one. Never had.
I had a bad one. I had a bad one in Malia when we got booked by Cheeky. I don't know if any of you know Cheeky, but Cheeky runs, so Cheeky runs a lot of the scene in Malia. Gone out there, and I've just bought my new MacBooks. I've graduated from the 2011 MacBook Pros to the Touch Bar ones, right? Anyone that had these Touch Bar ones when they first come out, Serato's does not like these laptops.
Yeah. What was it when El Capitan was the...
Yeah. So it's got major glitches when you're using it with Serato. Man didn't know this. So I've just spent 2-3 days just uploading, transferring the library over, all that shit, right? Landed, practicing the set, gone to the club. For the life of me, I don't know why this happened. Man's plugged in. Yeah, everyone big up Mo Stack. Mo's come out onto the stage. Man's gone to load the first song of the set, Orange. Blood. The way my stomach dropped. The entire set was missing. Was not there. I'm literally trying to load any song. Mo's like, yo, run the first track. I'm like, yo, bro, the tracks ain't here. Tracks ain't here, bro. I've had to go to the DJ that was playing. I said, bro, load every single Mo Stack song you have, and we're just gonna
freestyle.
Wing it, fam. Bro, it was stress. I'm not even gonna lie.
That just reminded me. I had one like that when I just got my new Mac. Is the one? Yeah, it was a touch bar one, but I just got it I think I got it in February. I got it in February, the week after I had a booking, and I'd already transferred all my what's it called? My music onto it. Yeah. So I've used my controller, I've used my Rain 72 mixer, and it's all working fine and that. So cool, gone to the rave now, and I plugged in straight into the thing. So they had a DJM 900. I plugged into the DJM 900 now, and it connects, then disappears.
Oh, bro. Pain.
I was doing old school bashment for this one, so all the girls are ready. They played out R&B, hip hop. They played out old school Afro beats. Now the dancehall crew want to have their time, so it's time for me to play, and nothing is happening. Like it connects and disconnects. So I'm just like, now hold on. So I'm getting the host to do he's from North, he's from South. He's done all those fillers, and it's still not working. I just said, oh my God, I'm done. I had to go and ask for someone else's laptop again, plug in my hard drive.
Wow.
Bro, this is a habit for man. When man come to me and say, "Can I use your laptop?" I'm like, "Man, move from me." My laptop, what?
I roll with a full USB and a full CD, yeah, because this driver situation has fucked me up a couple of times. But straight USB, bam, and then just a couple little fillers, because the host, we had an episode where we spoke about the host. The host ain't got, well, not all hosts, but there's a lot of hosts that don't have 5 minutes in them. They don't have it.
I think that's my limit.
They ain't got it.
5 minutes of this over to you, mate.
In your bag, roll with a CD, with just some generic warm up tunes. Like even if you have to start back the party, and then also a little USB. So if you ever catch a little laptop situation and there's decks there, straight in, buy yourself some time, bro. Because
this is why I was so mad in this Mali situation, because I normally roll with my USB, which has got my control signal on it, and a folder with a Mo Stack backup, and then just a folder full of tunes. And that book in there, Malia, I forgot it.
Wow.
Pissed.
It's mad.
Wow.
Pissed.
It's mad. All right, listen. It's been a great episode, guys. Nice to meet you lot. If you could just give everyone your socials and that, I'm going to follow you all and get to know you lot. And as I said, Christmas dinner, going to invite you lot over and get to know what you lot do. You get me? I'm even going to jump on one of your challenges, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuck it. Like, you get me? I'm going to see what I can do. I seen your, what's it called? Flip the Beat, yeah?
Yeah, Flip the Beat.
Have you got a lot of people doing it?
Not yet, you know. So far, everyone's told me they've got their ones in the works. Only
it's got bare views though. It's got about 10,000 views though, bro.
Oh, only Ems has dropped her one. Ems' one's almost on 50k views.
It's raw.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. I don't really use Twitter like that, but I'm gonna do it. So I like it. Obviously, have you noticed we didn't speak about you and Dio situation because we're not gonna do that much. Like it was interesting while it lasted, but we're gonna let that one slide. So give out your socials and stuff, and yeah, big up for coming on to the episode, man.
Yeah, man, big up.
So we can start
off. Anyone.
Okay, yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter. Is Super Midz. So that's Super SuperMidzIE. That's just complicated. I've had that one for ages. Just haven't bothered.
Oh, damn complicated, man.
Yeah. But then obviously the ones that matter anyway. The Instagram and the SoundCloud is just straight Super Midz. So SuperMidzz straight away. Yeah, you can find all my mixes, all my little videos and stuff. And yeah.
Say no more. I'm gonna follow you on all of them. Jukes.
Yeah, you can hit me up on all of my socials. That's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of them. DJ_JUKESS. I do that a lot. JUKESS, yeah, man.
No more.
And you can catch me on all my socials, DJ Semo, SEMO, about to drop a YouTube vlog of just all my journeys on the road and that I experienced as a DJ. So yeah, follow me on YouTube as well.
Enough love, man. Respect. Oh yeah.
What, Semo, did you edit that yourself, or did you?
I edit all the content that comes out of me, Ice Cream, any of my brands, I do it myself.
Oh, that's sick.
Nah, that's good. That's sick. Again, this is what this game's about. You gotta put yourself on, bro. You gotta put yourself on. The more you take yourself serious, the more you'll be taken serious. So like I noticed, man's got websites and all of these things, and man puts on their own events, and man take themselves serious. So make sure, like, you just keep doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Like me, I've got myself an app. Check out my app. Go onto your app store, C6, download my app.
Yeah.
I'm gonna download it right now.
Yeah. Download the C6 app, and yeah, that's what we gotta do, man. That's it. So I rate you lot very, very highly. I've heard a lot about you lot recently. I'm not gonna start gassing you up and saying I've heard about, but what I've heard recently, and I've done my little research. Yeah, you lot are doing your bits, man, and I respect that. Semo, I've known about Semo for a minute. I was thinking, right, I thought I was the only light-skinned one with a beard, then slick.
I kind of like moved under the scene though. I feel like I should be more involved. I should reach out, show more love, and get more involved. I feel like I've been really silent. So this is why when I reached out to Fats, I was like, I need to stop this, man. I need to start getting more involved. But that's also a big part of it, is just that running the business takes up so much of my energy that I haven't really been the DJ until I started touring with Mo.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start doing more, like getting involved in that.
All right, big up. Fat, over to you, my bro.
Yeah, man. No, but just big up everyone for coming through. It's appreciated. Much love. This will be out tomorrow on SoundCloud, and then on Tuesday by 7 p.m. it will be on YouTube. So make sure you're following the SoundCloud /Fats Official UK, and YouTube is Deck 1, Deck 2 Podcast. Instagram at Deck 1, Deck 2 Podcast as well. Yeah, just make sure you're following and all of that. We got everyone that's locking in. We got everyone that's listening, showing us love, man.
Yeah, man.
Respect, man.
Big up.
Appreciate you guys.
Come on, man.
Big up.